Please stop. Gosh. Will you calm down? You crazy dog. Silly boy. Calm down. Calm down, Bubba. Calm down, Bubba. I got you a sandwich. Bought you a sandwich home. Yes, I did. You gotta get off the bed. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm just seeing if my live started yet. My dog's so happy to see me.
Yes, it started. We got 11 people already.
Woo, I haven't shared it yet. My dog is being crazy because I literally walked in the door and you know me.
Yep. Hey, everybody.
I don't see it on my channel. Oh, there it is.
There are like 11 people here. I got your notification.
Dookie dookie.
Bob and Carrie says the tea's going to be hot, hot, hot tonight. Oh my God.
It's really not.
I guess everyone listened to KJ. Oh my Lord. I think that's what they're talking about.
Okay. Oh my
That
God.
woman
Is she lost
cray.
her bam mind? Like, what
I
the
think she
freak?
has. You know, she was live a little while ago with a second video about it.
I mean, man, if that happened to her, I hate it. I hate it for her, but
right.
Seriously, but to put that man's name on, that could be an issue for her. And if his family's loaded, like,
right.
She doesn't think they're going to come at her. And
yeah,
I've had people
she went over
me that this is a real family, like that those businesses are true. That's the real owners. Shoo.
Not only are they businesses, those businesses have employees. And if they, she could really hurt those businesses by what she. And she what someone had mentioned, and I was watching her last video, and someone had mentioned her to that she could get sued. She's like, I'm not afraid of being sued.
She's trying to fix what she did last week by being, well, look what happened to me. But she also said that she didn't push the subject because she was embarrassed, and I get that a lot of people never come forward when that does happen to them, but she didn't push it, whatever. You don't 13 years later go online and blast somebody's family. What the heck's his family got to do with it?
Right. His family has nothing to do with it.
Other than what did she say?
She says they covered it up because they have money. Hey, everybody. Late night.
Spell Megan.
Late night chat. Late night hangover. From the holiday weekend. No one wants to go back to work tomorrow. Oh, you want to hear some crap?
I do.
Oh, God. I have to take my fiance to get COVID tested tomorrow, and I have to get COVID tested because he's sick.
Oh.
He's been coughing really, really bad today. Like, it's gotten worse throughout the day. And they're like,
around someone have you been around someone?
Not that I know of, but you never know.
No,
could be as simple as going to the store.
Like last week or 2 weeks ago, I'd seen more than I'd seen this whole time. Like it was everyone at work.
Right.
We've had a lot of nurses get it. I had to get tested.
I feel pretty okay. Like I have a little bit of cough. I just figured it was from partying too hard this weekend. Oh, well, man. Don't be sore throat.
Don't be a big old wuss like I was. Yeah, you slept outside in the chilly. No, you had a camp. Never mind.
No, I slept in a cabin. I was all right.
You hung out outside in the cold night air, so maybe that's where that's coming from. But
yeah, I don't have any allergies. My fiance does, but he is just coughing like a sieve. We don't have fevers.
Yeah, I worked myself into a tizzy. I was crying when they come out looking like astronauts to swab me because I just heard horror stories about how bad it was. But
I don't know how I'm going to deal with it because I can't take a strep test without freaking out.
Well, it burns. Like it burns when they're
As long as it
up
doesn't
there.
make me gag.
It didn't make me gag. That's what I expected. It burned a little bit, but 5 seconds, and that was it.
Hopefully we're negative, and they said they'll take it to 3 days to find out. So going through a drive-through testing tomorrow morning, and
I mean, it's
now we
no
have to
fun for
quarantine until we
you.
find out.
It's no fun for you if you're positive because you don't even get to miss work.
Right? Like if I'm still feel good enough to work, they'll say, you work at home. Sit down and work.
Sit down and shut up.
Right? Or I could say, I'm so sick I can't get out of bed. No, I feel okay. I'm more worried about my fiance because he's pretty sick. And I'm like, do I need to take you to the ER tonight? Because he's going downhill.
Nor don't go to the ER unless he can't breathe.
I don't want to go to the ER. I don't want to.
Don't go get yourself the COVID at the ER,
right?
Unless his oxygen sats are low. Because
well, you know how most phones have, you can check your oxygen saturation on them. He's at 96. He's okay. Well, I know Samsung's do the Samsung Health app.
96 ain't great, but it's probably not accurate if you do it with your phone. But
right, but at least it gives us an idea. Like he's not in the 60s or 70s or something.
Anything, I think it's as long as it's above 94, you're good. Anything above 90, if it gets below 90, you might want to go to the hospital.
Exactly. So I'm keeping an eye on him tonight. I slept pretty much all day, so I'll probably be up for a while.
I really didn't know that you could do that with your phone. That's insane.
Oh, that's just a Samsung feature, like on the Galaxy phones.
Like how? With the fingerprint?
They have an app, right? Because they have a sensor on the back right next to the camera. You can take your pulse.
The next thing will be phones with a breathalyzer, and girl, I've needed that in my past. Let me just tell you, Facebook should have an automatic. What have you got? Gosh, I'm gonna kick your butt. Come here, boy. Hold on, he's got something run off with my shoe.
Sorry, I feel okay, guys. It's just my fiance I'm worried about. But the fact that I have to go get my brain scraped tomorrow doesn't exactly thrill me. Because that's what I feel like it's gonna be.
I sent Joey a link to his email, but he must not check that email. Can you send him one to the Twitter?
Sure, I'll send one to Twitter.
You can send it to the group, and then if Manya or somebody's in there,
then whoever wants to join, like comment or whoever.
Chat.
Sure, will do.
Hey, Super Mommy, my hero. Hey, Rachel. Super Mom and Kennedy. Super Mommy makes me laugh so much that even if I'm having a bad day, I just can hunt her down and stalk her comments out. And it makes me smile. And oh yeah, hey y'all, it's Little Red. If I didn't say that part, I think I forgot. I just got home from work, Rachel W85. Like literally just walked in the door, and so much has happened today online. And Dottie said she slept all day, so she was like, "You wanna call me on Google when I get home?" I said, "Let's do a live stream."
Why not?
What the hell? Everybody else did one today. Did y'all see Janelle Eason's part Dose?
I have not watched it yet.
Oh, it was a piece
was it a bunch of lies as usual?
It was more
conflicting
lies.
Everything that happened.
I think it was more lies than last time, and it was really short, and it ended like someone said. It ended. I think it was Britters in the chat because I actually spoke to her in chat and told her to DM me. I got to ask her a question, and she said, "I said I'm only 2/3 through, you guys," and I think it was her that said, "It ends like a clickbait or article." I mean, and she was right. Like it just ended. You didn't see it coming. I don't know what happened. I don't know if she had to edit out the end. Someone in there said, David is literally turning into the Tiger King.
With his hair. Kind of looks like him.
Oh, God. Somebody needs to take her phone from her. I agree. And her computer.
Someone needs to take KJ's computer away from her. Lord.
Jesus.
2 lives this evening about the same thing.
I think she's well on her way to getting herself a lawsuit.
I do too.
That's just my opinion.
How are you going to dox businesses of the family? It's not his business. It's other people's businesses. She didn't care.
And not only, it wasn't good enough that she said his name. She went back and added his first and middle. Like she made sure his whole first, middle, and last legal name.
And she was like, his full name is da-da-da-da on the second line. His date of birth is, haha, just kidding. And then she says he's exactly 1 year older than me. We have the same birthday. Well, then it's pretty easy to figure out when his birthday is so they can look him up.
So she did say his birthday?
Well, on a roundabout way, she said he has the same birthday as me.
We all
He's
know she's
just a year
41.
older.
Oh my God.
So whatever her birth date is, he's 1 year older than her, which makes it pretty freaking easy to find out his birth date.
She's terrible, man. And if
Right?
he did that
Why would
to her,
she do that?
if he did that to her, he deserves. And she said the one person a few years ago she told said that I absolutely believe you, and I think you're probably not the only one. Well, if that's
Right, I
true,
saw that
he
too.
deserves to be in jail. But his brother's business doesn't deserve to get doxxed. What the heck does that have to do with his brother?
Exactly. Or his grandparents' business, the funeral home.
And I'm pretty sure there's a...
And she said one of the restaurants was owned by aunt and uncle. I'm like, what the fuck?
And I'm pretty sure there's a statute of limitations on that crime.
She says it's passed along with the civil limits.
So she can't do anything but get herself sued.
Right.
I love you too, Super Mommy Advocate.
Oh, thanks, Super Mommy. Hope Daddy gets better. I feel okay. Hopefully I don't have the COVID. Fingers crossed. If I have it, hopefully it'll just be real mild. I swear to God I had it in March. So we'll see. Find out in a few days. So Tammy said I got his birthday, phone number, address from all searches. Oh my God.
What now?
Did you see the screenshot of the super chat she got? Tammy Clement says I got his birthday, phone number, address, all from searches.
So now that she's gotten herself doxxed, she's trying to dox anyone that may have ever wronged her in her life.
Pretty much. And then Maya Goodness says she got a ton of super chats. I did see a screenshot where it was like a 50, 100, 200.
200. I did.
Oh my
and
God.
Then first she said, I donated $100 to this organization today. Then she said, and a portion of the proceeds from this video, a portion. She didn't say what portion. I bet it's not
right. And then
50%.
She came on the second video and said the first one's been restricted, so it's not going to have AdSense. And she was angry about it.
Did someone report it?
I don't know, but probably although the R word and was said a lot.
Okay, well, she's lying about that. She can change her setting. It won't get restricted unless, did she cuss a lot? They can make it 18 and older. She used a couple cuss words, not a lot though. YouTube will make it 18 and older. They did that to me once, and that video is now private. But if
someone might have reported it.
If she's on there accusing somebody of that, she very well got herself a little strike or community standards.
Because he's never been even arrested or convicted or anything.
I can't believe she did it from that channel.
From her main channel, right?
I mean, have you ever heard of Periscope, Uni? I don't know.
Right?
Hey,
Uni was on Periscope all day.
Hey, Dana.
Speaking of another desperate person,
I haven't seen
he's freaking out about the boyfriend. God. Of course, the day I sleep all day, all this crap goes down, and now I got to play catch up.
Right. I just don't get it. Oh, no. I got to send Joey. I bought a new camera. I didn't like the one I bought yesterday. I'm going to take it back to Walmart. I had to buy 2 cables, and I bought a camera, and I bought 2. They're like platforms to lift the monitors up because they're going to be too low. They're like stands for it.
Okay.
Today, and it was like $100 total. And I'm going to, all them cables, I spent $60 on cables and then $35 on a camera, and the camera sucked. So when I return that to Walmart, it'll be at even. So.
It's expensive to be a YouTuber, eh?
Yeah. Thank God for my wonderful friends that sent me all those.
You all rock.
I mean, really. I can't wait to get hooked up. I cannot wait. The guy was out of town for Labor Day, and he's like, when I get home, I'll find the cables, because there's 2 power cords missing and then another cable, which I won't need the cables once mine come in. But, I mean, I need the power cords, or he's going to have to give me my money back, and I'll go buy 2 new ones, which these are brand new, still had the plastic film over the screen. They were really new.
Rachel put it just how I think of it. Rachel W85 says she questions a child and discredits her, but then expects people just to believe her when all she does is lie. Blows my mind. I agree. I mean, I never want to doubt someone who says they've been raped. Sorry, R-A-P-E-D. But the way she lies, it makes it very difficult. You know?
Right.
So, I mean, she would just be consistent, you know? Just be consistent and maybe people wouldn't doubt you. Because it's never right for anybody to experience what she supposedly experienced. But why'd you wait so long, girlfriend?
You're right. I got the camera was like $47, but I got $10 off for some reason.
Oh, nice.
And then the cables were $15 for 2, and then I got the 2 stands. Monitor stands for like $30.
Now you just gotta set her all up. That's the fun part. Did you get a desk?
No, I've got a little thing. It's an antique. I've got a desk and I brought it in the house. I can't find the top to it, and I know it was out there. It's a glass top, but I don't know where it's at. But what I do have is like what are they called? The little makeup wooden with like the drawers on each side. They're like antique. It's like a makeup vanity that matches my bedroom furniture. And it's got a mirror on it. I'm going to take the mirror off and just use it until I get a desk, which will be very soon.
Okay. Look on Marketplace. A lot of times you can find used desks very cheap.
I have been. I'm going to.
Hey, Chastity. I thought you were going to bed. I know you're very irritated with what's going on. Can you hear us, Chastity?
Where's my volume? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you. Can you hear us? Uh-oh. We hear you. She looks like she just woke up.
No, I'm on my laptop and I forgot I had the volume button off. So. Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay. All right. All's good. Yeah, we started talking about the crazy stuff that KJ's been up to today. Oh, Stina Marie, you don't know what KJ's been doing all day? 2-hour-long videos. God. This woman's insane in the brain. About her experience of being essayed. Allegedly. So Super Mummy said something about she has people do some with her money to hype up the audience. You mean she has people super chat for her? To try to get it going?
Does Jessie Bear send her super chats? I haven't noticed.
I've never noticed I never noticed it, but maybe someone's under a sock account. You never know, right? I mean, I don't want to assume anything, but
oh yeah, she's probably got people in there in accounts she made. They're attached to her accounts. That every time they super chat her, it comes from her own damn bank account.
Right.
And a lot of people think this is damage control about the little girl situation.
This is 100%, in my opinion, allegedly, to get the heat off of her arse. Is Llama in here?
I think so too.
Hey, Llama girl.
Yeah. I'm doing this from my computer. So if it...
Can y'all even believe, like, there's more people coming in every second. Can y'all even believe that she had the nerve to tell this man's work, businesses, his family businesses, the town they live in, his first, middle, last name, and then say she didn't care about a lawsuit? And someone in the chat's already said they got his address and phone number or some crap.
Right. Tammy said you can just Google him. And
I mean, if a
with
business
his name,
owner,
birthday, you can find everything.
I guarantee you can go to the same website that you can go to find her phone number and address, because it's still up too.
Right, like LinkedIn or whatever, or just for licensing.
Yeah, the
government
Business Bureau
websites. Yeah,
people are already contacting them. Okay, so let me say this for myself.
This man's family's gonna sue her ass.
I will not say that anyone is not telling the truth when it comes to that. Now,
Me neither.
what their motives, and everyone acts out, or they handle things differently. I just personally, in my opinion, I feel like this is very dangerous game by putting out. If you want to go attack him, do that. But attacking his family, putting his family's information out, that is like a big reason why a lot of people don't come out, in my opinion, because they're afraid of people's families. So, like, I'm afraid for her right now. Like, you don't do that.
I'm not. Like, everything that she gets, she brings on herself. I was
Right.
afraid for her about the doxing because that was some evil shit. But
Yeah.
everything that she's doing, like, why would she go online with 120,000 subs, do 2 videos telling this man's birthday, whole name, what town he lives in, what businesses his family, his aunts and uncles and grandparents and brother owns, and he drives a limo. Like, are you kidding me?
And her subs are going to go after those businesses.
Well,
They're
don't
going to
you
be
know that her
messaging.
haters are?
They're going to be all over.
Don't you know that her haters are all over calling him and his family right now?
Yeah.
They are doing to her what she and her people and the haters do to the Teen Mom girls right now. Like, Janelle can't get a side gig going because everyone gets messages about Janelle. Rightly they should. Like, if they're letting her promote their business, and her and her husband killed a dog or whatever they did, they should know who they're paying to promote their stuff. Keno, our bestest friend Karen Joy went live twice today and told the story of her date rape. I guess it wasn't a date, but that's what they call it when you're familiar with the person. She told his first, middle, last name, the town he lives in, and named like 5 or 6 businesses that him, his aunt, uncle, grandparents owned, what business he owned, said his birth date, and people in my chat already know his phone number and address because
easily found on the internet by searching.
Llama Girl, and I agree, I saw this. She says she was laughing when she heard that they were contacting his business, the smirk on her face. Yeah, I saw that. And
she's gonna let her sub do her evil work.
This, like, at first I thought maybe this is not a real person because I heard her say his name months and months ago, but she didn't say his first, middle, and last name. So
do you remember when she was looking through the boxes in the basement?
She said
she pulled out a picture of him.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, before then. She said his name when she was talking about the cop that moved into the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, that's right. Was that his brother?
She said his name was John, and she said the last name. I think it was John, but it may have been his brother's name. But I was like, well, that's not a very common name. Maybe she made it up, but she didn't make this up. Like, and then she went live again, and apparently, I haven't seen it, but apparently she said she's not scared of lawsuit. And then you think, well, maybe she's tired of this dude, and they're going to try to. But he don't want her money. They ain't split no money for her to drag his ass and ruin his name.
So from what I gather,
yes, they keep the clothes, Tammy, in a rape kit in the ER. They take your clothes. They take your fingernail clippings.
Do they call the cops?
Absolutely.
Well, she didn't go to the cop till the next day after that. And they got her clothes and sheets and then. So her story doesn't add up.
If a rape kit gets done, the cops have to go pick up the rape kit in a paper bag.
You know how bizarre that it is? I'll just say it.
I don't know what the law was 13 years ago, though, because I did not work in the ER. I've only worked there for 5.
Yeah. So I get some officer that was involved. Okay, all this is alleged. Some officer that was involved in that case, or, is her neighbor's the officer is he's partners with her neighbor is partners with the officer. That's what I'm trying to say. So she was trying to figure out the officer's name, and in the chat someone said, well, just go ask your neighbor or look in the police report. And still I don't know.
Well, none of that makes sense right now, because in the video that I saw before where she said his name, she said when she realized that someone related that case was in her neighborhood, she was fearful. Homegirl ain't fearful if she just like doxed his whole ass life.
No, that's not
married. Does he have children? If this happened 13 years ago, he could very likely have children that are of age to be online looking for teen mom stuff.
It was said he has a son.
I hope he sues her ass.
And just for anybody that's like joining in, we are not condoning.
If he's really
SA.
If he's a piece of shit and did what that, he deserves to have went to prison. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but I love you. But his grandparents, who are probably dead now, did not deserve to be doxxed. His aunt and uncle did not deserve to be doxxed. Sorry, I won't interrupt you again. I'm sorry.
No, yes, we will. We'll interrupt each other.
Yes, we will. I lied. Oops, you caught me lying.
It's what we do best, remember?
Yeah. No, that's what was said, that she wants them to stop helping him. It's not up to you. You know, I have a dear friend who did some mean things, and I still love him to death, but he's an awful person to a lot of people. I don't like what he did, but I don't like what he did, period. But the person that I know is still this great person, but he's awful, and he deserves where he's at. That's where he has to be. But at the same time, his family is not going to stop loving him because that's their kid. We all have effed up people in our family, and you can't make his family stop
loving him,
their son, no matter what he did.
What the hell? Is that me?
What happened?
Do y'all hear that? It sounds like the devil.
I heard it. I'm on mute.
It sounded like Satan.
Are you speaking in tongues?
It sounded like I spit pea soup. Did you not hear that? It went rah.
I heard it. I did hear it.
Sorry,
I thought it was your dog.
No,
see if you got a ghost behind.
The biggest problem I have is the doxing.
Yeah.
That's my major issue with this whole thing. Don't dox his family. Dox him. Don't dox his family.
13 years later, mind you, when she already admitted that, and I get it. Like, I get it. Most victims don't even ever come forward. They're like, I'm not going to say most. I don't know percentages. A lot of victims never come forward. So the ones that do, I know they get victimized. Even being on the stand and having to go to trial is victimizing them even more. Like, if she went through that and that really happened, I hate that for her. Like, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, which is her. But she said in her live that she never tried to follow through. If she had pushed it, she could have gotten somewhere maybe, but she was embarrassed, which I understand. Or she felt they made her feel like they victim shamed her. I understand that if it's true. But if she didn't push the issue, don't wait 13 years until you have this platform and then dox his whole ass family, because the businesses that she named were not his. Not all of them. He might have something to do with some of them, but she said last she heard of him, he owned a limo company and maybe one of the businesses, but she was naming like, apparently he's got an affluential family and they own restaurants. I don't remember what other dealership was, they own
a funeral home.
Yeah, like she dragged his whole family. Like,
I get her wanting to any victim wanting like someone who has hurt them to suffer. I personally get that. I just also personally feel this is not the way to do it.
But also, like, what is her motivation in the way she did it?
Exactly.
Did she do it because she got her own ass in trouble last week and she's got a lot of hate right now? So she's a victim, and she said something about I believe you, or someone in her chat said I believe you. Okay, she wants people to believe her. She didn't believe a 9-year-old 3-4 days ago.
Right. They were being bratty.
And
maybe she's being bratty. We don't know.
She is one ballsy ass woman. I'll give her that. She's got her a set probably bigger than unirock's hung off of her.
And Llama Girl has a good point. He has the limo business, and she suggested he might be doing it still to many others, especially because he has a limo business, so we'll meet lots of other women.
Well, someone in the chat actually said there's no telling how many people he's done this to if he drives a limo around.
But you cannot convict them in a court of public opinion.
Right. Especially, like, we need to look at the modus operandi. What was her reason for doing this?
So she's saying that she was interrogated by the police officer. He said he would call her after the rape kit was processed. She never got a call, but she never called them. If it was me, then I can't say what everyone would do.
You don't know.
But personally, I would have asked for a different officer, called back, asked to speak to someone above them, because I would want justice served if I feel that happened to me. But that's maybe just me. I know everyone reacts differently.
And the thing is,
I really can't say.
Right. They do get you in there and say, well, I mean, did you just have too much to drink? You went home with the dude afterwards. You took him in your house. You were sitting down having a conversation. You showed him around your house, like gave him a tour. That should not be a reason to be raped. Period.
Exactly.
Absolutely
Agreed.
not. I don't care if she was wearing a string bikini at the bar. I don't care. There's no excuse. But why now, this week, all of a sudden, after she gets doxxed for saying a little girl lied, is she going to dox this man's family? And I'm sure, because I know how loyal her subs are, and I know how loyal her critics are, I'm sure this family knows what she's done by now. And I didn't
They
do it.
were ready. They were ready in the comments. Like, just, I mean, don't quote me, but basically, like, I'm on standby. What do I need to contact him?
Llama Girl said, there went that devil again. Did you hear it? Llama Girl said,
I heard it.
Llama Girl said she got mad that she didn't get her comforter and sheets back. I would not want them back if that happened to me. I agree. I'd burn my bed.
Right.
I remember the clothes.
I would have moved.
I remember the clothes I wore when I was a little girl and something awkward. It wasn't rape, but something very inappropriate happened to me. And I remember the clothes I wore, and I wouldn't wear them anymore. And I didn't tell an adult. I didn't tell anyone for a long time. But damn, if I'm putting that outfit on again, like, that's just how my mind works. I just can't believe she does these people's whole ass life. Like, screw him. He might be a total piece of ass. But what about his grandparents, his aunts, his uncles, who probably, his aunt and uncle can't help if his mom and daddy shielded him, and they probably don't like if he's a brat or he's the black sheep.
Right.
Right.
Or all the employees that work for those businesses. What if they're what if they get hurt financially? That's just horrible.
Well, someone actually in my DM said that's really effed up of her because his family's restaurant is already about to go under because of the virus. So and this is someone who does their research. This is my friend. They didn't just say this shit. They know. She said their company's already about to go under because of this virus. And then she does this. And he doesn't even own that restaurant.
That's horrible.
And then, when she said it, she was smirking. Did y'all see that? I've got screenshots of the smile on her face. It's like when she,
laughing,
Right.
it's
all
like
of
when
it.
she doxed Little Red that time, and she got that smirk.
I want to come in through my phone, so do I need to come out of here first on my computer?
Yeah, hang up and then just. Do I need to send a link somewhere different for you? No,
There,
it's
she
in.
already switched.
No,
She
we're
made the
good right
switch.
here.
She's good.
Okay, I'm just used to it this way. So, okay, I'm better now.
That's cool.
Okay. Yeah,
And she did kind of smirk the whole way through, and maybe that was her way of dealing with it. I get it, because some people laugh their way through trauma. I get it, but it just didn't feel right.
that's the whole thing where you don't know and we'll never know, and so that's why I'm like, okay, I don't have to touch on those issues. Like, I can have my own opinion, but like I I know what I would do and what I wouldn't do, but everybody does, like, some people do bizarre things. So what she's doing is normal for a lot of people, but then we can also look at it like, girl, what are you doing? So we just have to stick to legally what's right and wrong.
Right.
The police station is right. You go to the police station. You don't dox his family. Um, I would be so afraid. I know I have not told some things that happened to me because I'm afraid of what people's family and other people would say. But she also said, you know, I mean, in my opinion, that's what she wants. Like, she wants it out there. She wants everybody to know who he is.
I just got a message from Angela that was with us last night from Northeast Art, the one that knows the Duggar people. She said, "Oh my
Yeah.
God, she sank herself tonight. This may be what will end her." I don't think that. I've thought that so many times about her that I'm not even gonna get my hopes up.
She really needs help. Whether the help, in my opinion, she needs help. If she's crying out because all of this really did trigger her and she had a breakdown, whatever the case is, in my opinion, she needs help. Where are her friends at? Because if
Where is
I
her
get on here,
husband?
that's what I was thinking. Where is he at? Like,
He's
if
sitting
I get
back
on here
enjoying the
doing
fruits
crap,
of her non-labor. That's where he's a piece of shat. He is. I used to think like what would her husband do if he found out what she's doing? And then he proved to me exactly like he is just like who sits beside his wife on a live stream and talks about another woman's private parts and motorboating another woman's upper private part. I mean, he's a piece of trash too.
Right. Something like this should only be talked about with a counselor
Or the
or a
police.
therapist.
Or your husband.
Exactly. This is not something you should take to social media. I mean, I understand you need to talk about it, but on a platform like she has, not exactly the best idea, I
also,
think.
maybe her views are way down, so she kind of needed this little super chat drive she did for herself today. She got a whole lot of money in that 40, 50 minute. She got a whole lot of money. I saw 100, wait, what, 250s, 100, and a 200 on the screen at one time or something?
Me too.
And she said a portion of this video, a portion.
How about the whole thing? You're talking about SA. Why don't you donate the whole thing to Rain?
That's like when she donated 500 of that video about the little girl to somewhere. 500? Do y'all really believe that she's not going to make more than $500 on that video? Please.
Right.
We could have donated 500. That wasn't anything. And someone mentioned that too. I could hear. I guess someone said something about that. About the little girl. Like, I just took it. Like, is this why you're doing it? By then, I was getting triggered personally. Like, people would be at my door if I was doing that. Like, but
Right.
She has to. I, in my opinion, she has to know him and know for you to publicly dox someone that has SA'd you in any kind of way. You're either not in your right mind, or you know that nothing's really gonna happen.
But my point is, no one knows the truth but those two.
Right.
Nobody knows what really happened that night.
100%.
And so what if it didn't happen? Now you put that man's life out there, and all your hundreds of thousands of subs can attack him.
Plus, she also the whole time talked about how, if you heard her, she said, I was never one that could drink like my friends. I was one that by 2 a.m. I was out, and they were drinking like fishes, basically. So this is after the bar closed. They went home. He went to his car, she said, forever. No telling what he was doing there. Then he came back in. How drunk was this man? And I am not going to victim shame, because I ain't saying that it didn't happen to her. I'm saying B should not have gotten on live stream and doxed in a small town, and by her definition, where she grew up was a tiny little school, a small town. She doxed his whole affluent family.
Right. And if they're affluent, people know who they are.
Right, and he is the bad sheep of the family that they always had to cover up. So she made it sound like he's the one bad one. So she
she's saying it happened 13 years ago.
Yeah, May 22nd, 2007, I believe.
April 22nd, 2007. She said it happened. She gave a date.
He took my birthday away from me. He took this away from me. He took.
Okay, well, why would she not believe that little girl?
They asked her that.
And she actually has said something also since that little girl, since she has also said something like that happened to her too. And I don't know if she was referring to this, which is a whole completely different thing than being a child and it happening. So I heard her say something the other day that led me to believe that she was trying to make people think it happened to her as a child as well. But maybe that's why she did the video today, to clear it up. I don't know.
Didn't she mention that she was touched in high school as well?
Oh yeah.
So I can't keep all the stories straight.
It was like under the shirt. It was like
just a kiss and a touch or something.
That was before. Like her story started with that, and then it went to, because that's what I thought she was going to talk about when she first told this story. This is not the first time I've heard this story. She told it a few months ago, but she was all of a sudden, 13 years ago, she was still 27, right? 37.
Yeah, how long have they been?
28 years old.
She was 27 when it happened.
And I had thought that she was in college the first time I heard it. Must have heard it wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, comment.
She had just bought a house 2 years ago, and she was really proud of it.
It was a family house.
She went to a bar. She went to a bar with friends for a birthday party. And after, she said she was fine there, but then they went to a friend's house for like an after party. And that's where she got really drunk, she said.
Kels says,
how did he take her house, though? How did he took, I heard.
Well, apparently she took a cab for the night, and he offered her a ride home instead of her having to take a cab. And she agreed to take a ride home with him, and then she invited him into her house because she wanted to show him her new house.
She was proud of
that she was very proud of.
Right. Maybe I heard it wrong. I thought I heard like she lost her house, so maybe I heard that wrong. I just didn't.
Super
Mommy, she said that she bought the.
Super Mommy said, "You're a poor chat. Everyone is pissed off. So sorry." Who are they mad at? Are they mad at me? Because I'm not.
I think the chat's mad about what KJ talked about.
Okay, because I don't want anyone to think that I don't believe her. I would never say she's lying about it, because it will cause what is it?
PTSD.
It will cause PTSD. It will cause you to put yourself outside of the situation. Everything she says about it, she's either read up or she's been through it. And I'm not going to say she hasn't been through it, but she should not have doxed that man's grandparents and aunts and uncles.
Right. That's what I have a problem with too, the doxing. You just put people who did not have anything to do with it out on blast.
Singapore said, I will. She's a liar. I won't say that because I'm never going to say that. But if someone lies on another human and puts that crime on them, that's worse than saying they murdered someone. Because you can prove with DNA, oh, well, he didn't really murder someone. And as sometimes people will get cleared and people know that person's cleared. If someone ever says you did that, they did that to you, I don't care if they find the real person. That thought will always be, there will be somebody that didn't hear the truth. It just, that's a nasty thing to say about somebody if it's not true. I hope she wouldn't lie about it. But even if it did happen to her, and I'm going to say it did for the sake of, I don't want people coming at me, and I don't have a reason not to believe her.
You don't
dox his whole damn family.
Period.
She doxed his full name,
Birthday,
the accused person, his birthday. She doxed the family businesses, aunts, uncles, grandparents, their business names. So by just giving that information, she made it very easy for people to Google more information. And I guarantee tomorrow their voicemails are going to get blown up.
Someone in my chat's already gotten his home address and phone number just from a Google search. And not trying to bother them, but just honestly, she was
to
probably
show
just trying
how
to see
easy
if it was a real
is.
human. Because the first time I heard her say the name, I thought she made up the name. I didn't believe. I was like, to be sure, she wouldn't really say somebody's name, but that's not a very common name, so maybe she made it up. But nope.
She gave the first and the middle name.
First, she just said the middle and last.
And the last name.
And then she added, I guess he goes by his middle name. I might be backwards.
He goes by Nick, but his first name is John.
So, yeah. So then she said John Nick.
Name.
Like, she told his whole damn name.
Right. And I would, like you said, I don't doubt people who have been assayed. But with her history of lying, that's where I struggle. I'll leave it at that.
And what she's doing again is not helping victims
at all.
It's not, because it's so hard. Not the way she's doing it. There was a different way to go about doing it. It's hard enough for people to come out and tell. I understand. Okay, so everything's just in my opinion. Allegedly, this is just my opinion from me just listening to her talk. If something happened over a decade ago, then you would only assume that it was dealt with. It doesn't mean she's had closure, peace, any of that. But then you just come out of the blue, random one night, for whatever reason. She could have PTSD, or it could be because of the stuff that's going on YouTube.
It could be because of a week ago, her calling a liar of SA, her calling a little kid a liar, and the whole world hates her now. So maybe she's trying to be, I don't know, the perpetual victim.
Yeah, I was thinking earlier that where's Comic Nut when you need him, so he can say the saint of blah 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 perpetual. And then he came in the chat.
Comic Nut, the link is in our group DM.
I also sent it to him directly if he's interested.
Kel, I'm gonna read some of the chat. Hey May, I know the hi guys. I can't stay long until I get home. I'm driving and listening. I had to pull over for this to ask. I love you. I'm glad you're here. Doberman, yes, everyone in his family, they're going to have to change their numbers. Businesses are going to get harassed. They don't deserve that. Some of the restaurants are already, from what I'm told, suffering because of the virus and on the verge of being shut down. Just like every business everywhere, that restaurant businesses are not doing great in my area at all. Private owned ones especially. So, Kel said everyone in his family, and she's answering. Llama Girl, that's disgusting. What did Llama Girl say? I don't think that Comic Nuts seen all this, maybe.
He's
Yes, he
cuddling
does.
with his
He's
wife.
cuddling with his wife, so we're gonna leave him be.
Yeah.
I understand, Tammy, that everyone handles stuff differently. I agree 100%. Some people never tell. Some people tell. My only issue is, and if she had that experience in her life, that's sad, and I hate it for her. I don't like her, but I would never wish that on anybody. She had no business going on her. She calls it her platform. She had no business naming every business that his not even immediate family, like his extended family owns. She wants to ruin him because she stuck her big fat foot in her big fat lip mouth last week. Give me a break.
It's not okay. It's not okay. We're nobody saying we have our personal opinions, but nobody's going to. And you, it's just like the courtesy of victims that you don't do that to.
Yeah,
So
Rachel. She
and
was
she knows
smiling
that.
about it. She was smiling.
Exactly. And I'm Red. I'm with you. I'm with you, babe. I'm with you. It's just, and she knows that, and that pisses me off to the core as well, because she knows that it's just dangling us by the freaking balls, and that's not right. It's not okay. And yes, it should be against TOS what she did tonight. Absolutely, I think.
I think it probably is to accuse someone of raping you. It's probably not. It's probably frowned upon by you too.
And when your mods
And
are
just a
your chat,
question: was she spelling the word out during her video, or because she
she
cussed
did,
during that
and
video?
she also said it. It was a word was said. One was spelled and one was said, because I was listening. I could hear. I couldn't read full, but I was definitely listening.
I heard her say the R word one time. She spelled
Yeah.
mostly out.
Wow. Just wow. I'm trying to find my own link and I can't. That's crazy.
Sunday said, I'm a victim and I can't see myself doing half the things she does. It took me years to deal with shame and fear. And that's totally true. I'll just say it because I'm here, whatever. I'll say it. Like, I don't know. I can't. I mean, I want to say it, but I can't say it. So I guess I can't say it. She's just wrong. She's wrong for doing that. It was very dangerous. I know I'm in a position where I can't, like I said, I can't speak out because I would have somebody at my door. I would be, and this happened years ago. So they would have probably been at my door years ago. And then for me to bring it back on a public platform, they would be at my door again if they weren't in jail.
I don't know if
It's
you.
just dangerous.
I don't know if you were watching her a few months ago. The first time she talked about this, and she talked about the police officer that moved to her neighborhood, and she had fear. If she had fear because someone related to him lived near her, how can she do this now? If he's got a relative that is a police officer, she's not scared to do this?
Right? That's what she said in the
Hey,
last
Tina.
video.
Hey, she brought that up tonight. Like, she brought everything up that we have posted today.
I haven't
But
seen
she brought
anything.
it up tonight. She said that it was the police officer. Okay, the police officer that interrogated her, right? It was his partner that moved across the street from
that's
her
right.
house. And his partner's a really nice guy and yada, 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 but she just can't deal with him because of that.
Oh, I thought I remember her being scared or some shit.
I don't have any idea. I don't remember.
Maybe
those recordings are out there
wrong.
somewhere, but she's hidden so much stuff that.
So, Tina, have you seen that someone said that her first video is gone and she sounded kind of bitter about it?
I don't know if it's gone. She said that it was demonetized. Maybe, I'm not positive. Don't quote me on that.
Oh, bless her freaking heart!
She said restricted.
It's not gonna make any. It
Oh,
won't make any AdSense.
It got 18 and over, so it's going to be like condom ads or something.
Right.
I mean, that's just how it was explained to me.
So basically, what I was kind of confused at, and what I was confused about is that when I went to watch that and record it earlier, before it even started, I went to record it, and there was, let me grab them. I got screenshots of what YouTube had said, and YouTube had said this creator is hosting a fundraiser on this live stream. 100% of donations will go to the nonprofit RAIN. But then I also posted a video because I got her what she said about stuff. She had said that some of it will go. So, she got a lot of super chats, and if people were thinking 100% of those super chats were going to go to RAIN, then how is she going to, how is that going to work? Because she didn't make it sound like that when she addressed it.
I heard her say she donated $100, and then I heard her say that a portion. I never heard her say all. She will never claim all. She's never given up all her money.
Yeah, but what YouTube said that 100%. That's all of the money she made on that stream.
Wait, YouTube said that?
Yeah, that was the YouTube. That was what YouTube. Okay, let me pull it up again. YouTube.
She must have changed it.
Well, when I got screenshots of it and was like, okay, well, that's cool. Like, I appreciate that she's going to do a donation, but it said 100% of donations will go to them.
When
so
I went and looked at the
of those donations don't go to them, that's wrong.
So
when I went and looked at the first video,
is her out that you can say, well, these didn't say donation on it. This was just a super chat to me.
Okay, but what donations were they? I don't know then. I didn't see people donating any other way. I would think that the super chats were donations. I don't know. It didn't say super chats.
No, what I'm saying is that she can use the auto. Well, people had to say that it was a donation for this charity. Otherwise, it's just my normal super chat.
Oh, okay.
When I pulled up the first video, I looked at the description. There was nothing about what you just talked about, Tina, as far as YouTube saying 100% would go. And then her description said a portion of the money raised will be donated. So it changed between the time you took a screenshot and the time I looked at it.
Wait, what? It's changed.
In the description. I'll go look at it again because who knows how many times she changes things.
Yeah, and Tina gets screenshots because that's what my girl does.
Yeah, I thought it was cool if she's going to donate. That's cool. But if it said 100%, then it should be 100%.
Because
I'm looking at the description right now for the Believe Me video. It says, streamed 7 hours ago. This is my story. A portion of the proceeds of this video will be donated to RAIN. Okay, she then gave links to RAIN and then all the links to her stuff.
Then
that's not what YouTube said.
My idea when I saw this story is she is 100% doing this to dig herself out of the hole for what she did last week, and people are hating on her now. Mm-hmm. But then she's going to donate money, but she can't do one video to dig herself out of the hole and just not make money on 1 hour of your time to tell a story that you're trying your best to squeeze a damn tear out at the end. And I said it. Yes, I said it. It's true.
Right.
And I'm not saying she lied. I would never say that. But she had no business doxing that man's grandma. Leave his grandma alone.
Laura, do you see the chat? My life 100% real is trying to talk to you.
Let me find her. I spoke with her. How far up was it?
I do want to say something about that. Like, here's the thing, okay? the alleged rapist is not his family, right?
Right.
Like,
Right.
it's not his family, and you're going after his family and his family's businesses. So it's not only going to hurt him, which, you know, if he raped her, great, it'll hurt him. But it's going to hurt the family, and then it's going to hurt the employees of the family, and then it's going to, you know, it's a trickle down effect. Like, it could hurt many, many, many people. That's
Her
just not.
family. What the
If he was
hell?
convicted of a crime, then that's one thing. But even that, you still, why would you bring the family into it? Like, I didn't go after my family, my rapist family. They had nothing to do with it. It was the rapist, you know, it was his thing. I don't
So did
blame
you
the
find the
family.
message, Red?
Yeah, I've got 2 message requests, so I need a little bit of help. I'm not
Oh, you
quite
mean you're checking your DMs now? Is what
right
you're saying.
now, but I've got 2 message requests from new people because it comes as a request if
Yeah.
you know.
Can my life? Can she, if she's comfortable, can she say what her Twitter name is so that you know what to look for?
Or just part of
It's
it.
on here.
Or did she send me a link to something or just send me a message?
She
No.
said she messaged you
Yeah.
on Twitter.
And by Katie. First name's Katie.
I don't have it on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And like, just for
Send me
Katie
one more.
Joy,
Send me another one, my life, and say I'm my life because I don't have it, boo.
like, are you not concerned about your family, like your well-being? Like, I would be terrified.
Said she just messaged you again.
Especially if he's a scuzzball and his
Yeah.
family's loaded.
I don't.
Todd, it's Todd.
I don't have any new messages. Wait, are you doing? I'm gonna put my Twitter in the chat right now. My Twitter handle. That's my Twitter handle. Tony said, "Why donate to her super chat so she can donate to the donation of a special choice?" She said, "Just give the link to the actual donation page,
Yeah.
and then the viewers can donate directly." Shady.
She did give a link to Rain directly in her description, but you know, we know. I get it.
Okay, Super Mommy said, well, I think we got this handled, but maybe not.
For the panel's
Okay.
attention? I don't get what that means, though.
Yeah, I think we got it, Super Mommy. She said that's where I'm messaging.
Did you say that your name was My Life on Twitter? Because if you didn't, I won't know. I mean, you gotta tell me on Twitter what your name is on YouTube, or I won't know. Because I get so many, and I don't want to say somebody's real name. I mean, I just opened 2, and one. I mean, I've got one from Katie, but it's someone that I messaged before that's named Katie.
Right. She put it in the chat, so the last name should be with an M. It's in the chat.
Well, tell me what.
No. How do you say it?
Said she just messaged you twice. I don't think that helps. We need some kind of name, because otherwise it just. I don't think it.
They don't
it's
need a
not two separate
name,
messages.
but if you'll put in the DM that you're My Life on Twitter, on YouTube, that would help
That'll
me.
show up. That'll show up for you.
I mean, if you DM me and say, "Hey, I'm My Life from Twitter," yes, that'll show up for me. Doublemint said, "Can't she sue a man who assaulted her civilly? Why risk her job on YouTube by doxing?" She can't sue them 13 years later because the statute
She
of
said this.
limitations is gone.
She mentioned that the civil statute also is expired, along with the criminal statute of limitations.
I think the civil one actually expires sooner than the criminal one.
I just think it's very sad.
I thought if it was an underage child, it never runs out, though.
Oh God, it was there. I'm sorry, boo.
27.
I think it's very sad that her followers are already messaging these people.
Right. It's going to be like when that brewery got 40 voicemails that she alleges.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of that a little bit. They're going to wake up to, they're going to go to work and it'll be like 300 messages.
Right.
From all the subscribers.
How horrible.
Right. It depends on the state, but his family can sue her. If you listen to her, she wants him to feel some type of way, and that's exactly why she's doing it. And okay, I was like, okay, like tread lightly. But
Okay, y'all, I've got to read this message because now I feel like I need to go crawl in the damn hole and cover myself up like that SpongeBob.
No.
Okay. So you guys are hell-bent on making fun of Katie and everything she says and does. You guys don't care about the expense of others. If you want to make fun of everything else, fine, but because she says the name of one of her subs wrong, y'all made fun of it. To me, that's wrong in so many ways. Why drag someone else into her problems? Okay, I don't want to read her word for word. Someone you guys don't even know. That's not fair to me. I want that video taken down. It's rude. I will edit this video if you'll tell me what date it was, and I will go back and edit it. I'm even more mad that you're ignoring. I didn't get your messages. I wasn't ignoring you. I promise. I had to hit more. I didn't realize I had so many. Basically, the other night when we played the video of her reading the winners and Katie and Mulchafen, and we made fun of it because we thought it was someone making
doing
fun
one of those fake fun names.
Well, Katie pronounced her name wrong, but that's her real name, and she hates me now because we made fun of her. And I'm sorry. Like, we really thought that was because of the way she pronounced it. We really thought that it was someone trolling Katie, and I'm very sorry that I haven't seen your message. I have not opened it until now. I don't know if you can see when I open your messages, but I didn't know it was there, and I'm so very sorry. And if you will name that video, I will take that part out. I promise you. I'm not an evil bitch. I swear. I really honestly thought that someone was trolling her because people do. So I apologize 100%. I'm very sorry that I frustrated you and made you mad. I wasn't avoiding your messages. I didn't get them until just now, and I'm so glad that you reached out and made me aware. And I'm a big old ass hat, and I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry.
Sorry, Katie. I think I'm the one that brought it up too. I apologize.
No, we all laughed, but it's the way she pronounced it, and it just, I mean, you know, I'm sorry. There's no excuse. I'm not going to say but. There is no excuse. We should have done our research. You're right. I didn't even look how the name was spelled. I just heard the way she pronounced it, and I'm such a dick. I'm sorry. And if you will tell me the video, like, because I do one every day, honey. I don't have a clue what day that was. I promise I will go back and edit it, and I will clip that whole part out. I promise. I don't ever want to make anybody feel
Todd
bad.
says you're an ass hat.
Todd's a bigger ass hat. I don't ever want anybody to feel bad. We didn't think we were laughing at a real person's name. We thought we were laughing at Katie for being dumb. And I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, when I was trying to read it, I said, how do you pronounce this? Because I didn't want to pronounce it wrong. But
But the way it's spelled is nothing like she said it. Like
She said it.
if
Yeah.
she'd have said it like it's spelled, I wouldn't have even thought what we thought. But that's no excuse, and I'm sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry you were offended. It wasn't anything personal towards you.
She said we dragged her into it by making fun of her. She's been bullied her whole life over many things. If you knew my last name but when I was growing up, I got made fun of because of my last name. I understand. I'm so sorry. Seriously, and sincerely, I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me. I know you're a Katie fan. I can tell by your message, but I hope that doesn't. I mean, you're welcome to come here and chat. But
Can you check WhatsApp really quick?
I am very sorry. That makes me feel like an asshat.
We all make mistakes. We're very sorry.
But please,
unfortunately, none of us are perfect.
Please DM me the link to that video so I can edit it. I don't remember what video it was yet at all. Is she gone? Did she leave?
Looks like it.
Not
Is
sure.
anyone on a laptop? Can they see if she's still here?
I tried backing up. I couldn't see her name.
Yeah, I mean, Katie pronounced it all jacked up, but
yep, like the disorder.
Right, that we weren't making fun of anyone's name. We thought someone was trolling Katie.
Because people do troll Katie, and unfortunately, that's
people
what we thought.
Troll me every day of my life.
My life says thank you for apologizing. I accept it.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry. That made me feel like asshat. I'll be more careful in the future about making fun of
assuming
names.
things.
Assuming, right? It's just the way she
pronounced
what? It. You make an ass out of you and me.
That's right. We sure did make an ass of ourselves, didn't we?
Right, but it's the way she pronounced it. I just automatically assumed it was someone effing with her because that's what people do. Yeah. Hey, look, everybody in chat is apologizing too. Thank y'all. Now, I really feel bad. I hope she really forgives me because I am not a mean person in real life.
I just want to say I wasn't here.
Yeah, Tina's like, I'm innocent. You know what?
Tina, for once you're not being blamed, right?
No, dude, I don't get down like that.
If Tina had been here, she'd have hopped in my DMs and said, "That ain't cool, Little Red. I'm not saying anything until you stop." Because that's what she does. She did that 2 nights ago to me, and I got a DM and said, "I'm not coming back until you get that picture off your screen."
I just sent you a DM too. Huh?
Oh, did you?
Hell yeah, I did.
See?
So here's the funny thing, y'all. I'm looking at Katie's Twitter right now, and she did tag the cops.
I love Tina.
Which good for her and all that. But you know what?
Todd.
She tagged them and fucking turned comments off. So how are they going to reply?
That's true. Because they either have to follow her, right, to leave a comment.
Right.
That's interesting.
Shit, you know what? Realistically, here's the thing. If they have the rape kit and all that, she should really, she should feel empowered right now, and she should go to the police station and see if they can process it and see if they find him in the system. You know what I mean? That's what I would encourage her to do if she was my friend. You feel empowered. You've got people behind you. Why don't you follow through with this and see if they can take care of it and see if, because they can catch him, even if it happened a long time ago. If they have it and haven't processed it, they do it all the time.
Yeah,
I was in there with Todd and with Mini Cops.
I see 2 Todds. Yeah. Wow.
I didn't know I was on mute, so gosh, where did it go? I said, it wasn't anything personal towards you. I don't even think we could see the name. We're not making excuses. We were laughing at KJ. And yeah, if you're offended, we are definitely sorry. And
Well,
then
I have
she
a
did tell us how to
question.
pronounce
I
it.
have a question. Did one of Katie's haters or one of Katie's subs tell in her, like, how did you know? Because I don't feel like you're here on your own accord watching me often. So did someone tell you that we made fun of your name? Because we didn't think we were really making fun of another human. We thought we were making fun of Katie.
That doesn't matter, Red.
No,
She
no, no.
feels
I'm just no,
hurt
like
by this, so
no, no, no. Absolutely, she's hurt, and I'm apologizing. But what I'm saying to her is, if does she ever come here? And we don't always just talk about that. And I'm not a bad person, so that's why I asked.
I watched some. I understand that you guys don't like Katie, and that's your guys' opinion. I watch sometimes.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fair.
That's what I want to know. And thank you for coming here, and I appreciate that. And I'm very thankful that you felt comfortable enough to DM me. Honest to God, like that's what I want. If I piss someone off or I get it wrong, I'm totally okay with. I would much rather somebody come to me in private and say, "Hey, here's my issue," because if I offend you and I was a asshat, I will apologize.
and it's kind of cool to know now, because when we were listening to it, we didn't see a name. We just heard her reading,
Right.
so we're like, okay, here she goes. Well, yeah, we thought somebody was making fun of her, and she like tried to catch herself, but no, now we know. No, it was an actual person, and that's their last name. And even Katie had a hard time reading it. So yeah, that's good for the clarification.
And
Thank
I
you.
mean, I thank you so much for messaging me. I appreciate it really.
And another thing is now we realize the mistake we made, and that's in our minds not to make it again. And that's
Right.
personally how I am. I don't like to make the same mistake twice.
Right.
So
Right.
I will keep that in my head
And if you will,
next time a situation like that comes up.
and if you will just DM me the link to that video, I promise you, ma'am, tomorrow I will edit it that part out. And a timestamp will be great because it could have been one of my 6-hour videos.
Yeah, yeah,
If
they're
I
all
have to go through it
3 hours
by
or more.
myself, I will. But if you happen to know a kind of roundabout timestamp, that would help me tremendously. But I'll take it out. I have no issues with that. I don't want to hurt people. And thank you for being here and having the courage to speak up. That takes some balls, honestly.
Yeah, go girl.
Todd, you're such a smartass.
Tina, you were saying
But that's why
something.
we love him.
Oh yeah, I love him.
what was I saying?
Because I was going to
You
piggyback off
should
of what you
have.
said. Um, did or I could have been reading the chat. So were we at where they wouldn't follow up with her? But I want to say today I heard her say that she couldn't remember the officer's name, and then that's how it came up that the officer's partner lived next door. And I did see where someone said, "Well, look on your papers to get his name, or just go ask him." And I was like, "This must be a really small town or something, because what's the chances of that happening?" Like,
That his partner would move across the
yeah,
street from her. There,
yeah.
No,
it's the
but
Katie
she's
chances. Like,
no. I believe she's not in the same town that she grew up in.
no, but
She's
yeah, she's in a different town. But what are the chances that the person that raped her and the officer that handled it and interrogated it, that his partner would move across the street from her where she lives now?
Yeah, exactly.
It's called Katie luck. She's
Yeah.
got amazing
right.
luck. I mean, from what, you know, I don't know.
And so, go ahead, Ray.
I just want to say I'm sorry again. I feel terrible now. Like it's like I feel like shit.
Okay. Yeah, you're such an ass.
You're such an ass hat.
I'm an ass. I admit it. I can be a real ass sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. So I really have to think twice about things I think I can make fun of. I really need to. As my fiance calls me a mean girl. He literally calls me Regina George sometimes. Ain't gonna lie. So I gotta really learn that there's a time and a place for everything.
Right.
Well, I'm not one to make. I'm very uncomfortable when people make fun of her looks and uh, all of that. Like, I'm very uncomfortable because I'm not one to even criticize her for any of that. Like, her soul to me is ugly enough,
Well,
right?
see, that's
Like, it
what
don't
I
matter.
say.
She can't fix her chin. Her dad has that chin. She was born with that chin. So why are we going to tear her down for something she can't control? Let's get the facts and evidence. Like, she can control her behavior. She can control like what she says and what she does.
Right.
She can't control how she looks. Right? Like, she can't. There's millions of people in the world that can't. She could get plastic surgery. She could whatever, but they tear her down for that. Like, I can't imagine being torn down the way she gets torn down. But I would rather tear her down for her behavior than anything else that she can't change. Because I believe she could change if she truly wanted to.
Yeah,
I do too, and that's what I say. I don't want her canceled. I want her to change and humble herself and be nicer. Just do better. That's what I want. I don't want her canceled off of YouTube forever. I want her to change some of her stuff. And we all need to change some stuff, But
right, we could all grow and learn. I don't know, but I was all about canceling her after she said Sophie was a brat, and she said it. I don't care how she denies it. I have the full freaking video.
Oh yeah, I do too.
I wish I could get it out there because so here's how I think that what I watch, right? Like, she'll be talking, she'll go into one of these lives and she's talking with her community or her fans, as she calls them. And they'll throw something out there and then she'll think about it for a second and then she'll latch onto it and then she'll do it. Like, somebody said, well, she acted like a little brat. Well, she said, oh, something about brat. Oh, yeah. Well, I was wondering if she was just acting like a little brat. So she took what somebody said and then ran with it, right? And it bit her in the ass. Like, who would, if I said that about her son, can you imagine, like, she would, do 20-hour streams talking about how, I'm a stalker and I talk about her son and I don't talk about her son. Like, it's not allowed in the group. I don't discuss her son. Her son has nothing to do with her, right? Like, it's her actions. It's not her son's actions.
Exactly.
I don't know. It makes me crazy. So what she did, exactly what she's accused us of doing that we don't do, and she did it to a girl that got a lot of attention. And unfortunately, she's got some repercussions from it because so many people saw it. That group had 120,000 people. So many people saw it so quickly. She can't cover it up like she typically does.
Thank you, my life, for your charity to us for being asshats. I appreciate your forgiveness. Honestly, I do. And I hope you will come back.
Todd said I want people to answer text messages, but hey, that's life, I guess. So somebody answer Todd's message.
Who's top? Wait, has he messaged? Oh wait. Oh, he just messaged me. No, I work 11 to 11 tomorrow. I'm off Wednesday and Thursday, I think, Todd.
So how long are you going to stay on here tonight? Because
I don't know. I don't know, clock police. Are you?
Well, I'm worried about you because you got a long day tomorrow. It's already 1:00.
He doesn't want you to fall asleep on us, Red.
No, he's worried about me being late for work, really, because he knows.
Oh,
Yeah.
you gotta go to work.
But you're working a later shift now.
Right, I ain't gotta be there till almost noon.
I'll be there.
I thought you said 10 to 10. Okay.
It's 11 to 11, so I wake up at
Okay.
10. I took my shower tonight. Look, I'm good if I run on 5 hours sleep.
Oh,
Okay.
I gotta take
Todd.
a 45-second break. I'll be right back, y'all.
Todd, why aren't
Close
you
the
in
door.
here? Get in here, Todd.
Todd a link,
People have been
'cause I
asking
sent him
about
one and he
you.
didn't take it.
Todd, people have been asking about you. Get your ass in here. Come on, Todd. I know you hear me.
Does anybody else feel as agitated as I do tonight after watching both those streams?
I'm sorry, I can barely hear you, Tina.
I do.
Oh.
I do, Tina.
I just feel so like it's so bizarre.
Talking about her Katie streams.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the
Yeah, I haven't
second
seen
one
them,
was
so.
even more bizarre with her laughing and then comparing him and his looks and what she likes, and it was
Oh
just
my
so
God.
bizarre.
I didn't get to watch all that yet.
I'm
It's
so
bizarre.
glad I didn't see the first one. I'm so glad I didn't see the first one. Yes. So she's comparing this guy. So this could be acquaintance. The other word. And that is very, when you know someone and they do that, that is hard. That is so hard to get people to believe you. I know. Now, what I didn't know, what I don't understand is comparing like her type, the type of man she prefers, to this guy. This guy's short. I don't really like guys. She's the same height as me. She's super tiny because
She's like 5'3".
I'm 5'3", but I guess I'm round, a bubble, thick, fat, whatever you want to call me. But we're the same height. I would have never guessed. But comparing him to the men that she prefers, like
Guys, is he a rapist or what? This is
his
the
height,
rapist?
the guy, yeah. Well, allegedly.
The alleged,
height,
right. I'm sorry.
His height and his build and whatnot. It was just very shocking to me. Like the conversation and her laughing and her acting like she was talking. I'm taken aback by it. You know what I mean?
Totally.
It was like she was on one of her Q&As, talking about cute dudes and ugly dudes. And it wasn't like she was talking about this person that did such a traumatic thing to her. And maybe, some people maybe get uncomfortable and come off that way. I'm trying to, I don't know.
Well, we have a couple comments I'd like to read. Feeling kind of breezy said, her saying, my haters, you're not going to steal my thunder. That was a very bizarre statement.
It was.
And Veronica says, Tina, I'm like exhausted from it. There's so much to address. I haven't been around here very long, but this seems extreme and highly inappropriate, more than I've seen from her. Hey, Lala.
If you had the volume off, and this has nothing to do with, if you had the volume off and you were just looking, you would have no idea what that story was about.
What are you talking about?
I was going to say that earlier.
What are you talking about?
If you turn the volume off of KJ's lives and you watch without the volume on, you would have no idea what the subject matter was about.
Because
you would never would have guessed it would have been about
You couldn't
SA.
tell it was serious by the look on her face.
Because she kept smiling and grinning.
She was gloating about it.
So maybe that's just her way of dealing with it. Everyone deals with it differently.
Until the end, when she started trying to squeeze out some tears.
When she said you can't steal her thunder or whatever, those weren't tears.
I never saw a tear, no.
I didn't see that part yet, but I'm sure I'll be still shocked by it.
Well, you message me and you let me know what you think when you do. I'm going to get off, y'all. My dude's going to bed.
Love you.
All right, Tina. Thanks for stopping in.
And get me in line. Okay. Lala
Good night, Tina.
Bye.
Bye.
Lala Tay, do you want to come in for a second, boo? Because I want to know when my next when I get to interview Katie Joy again. I want to know.
I think Lala was given a lot of material today. Just saying.
I want Lala to come. I want to see another Little Red interview with the red wig. That's what I'm talking about.
Did you play? Did you guys play? What was it, Kylie? She made another video. Did you?
We didn't. I'm gonna message
Todd.
Lala.
You're here finally.
What's up, Todd McKinney?
Right. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right.
How you been?
Sent you a link, Tay. Lala.
Yeah, not that great.
Where have you been, in jail or something? What the fuck?
No.
Hospital.
No.
He partied
Yeah.
too hard.
Yeah.
From what?
You were in the hospital?
It's complicated. I gotta take a week off.
That hurt.
I was just
No,
yeah,
Well, just
right.
get better.
That
damn STD.
That happens, right? Like,
It's just it's the gift that won't quit giving. Right?
God.
that fire crotch that takes you out of work, right?
I DM'd it to you, Tay. Lala. I call her Tay, but Lala, I DM'd you.
Well, people have been asking where you were, Todd, so you were missed. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, I hope you feel better. We've been wondering what happened to you. Like, actually, Joey messaged me today and said, Todd liked something on YouTube today. He's alive.
No, on Twitter. Yeah, because I was like, he's alive, I was asking Steve about
we thought we were like, is he in jail? Is he in prison? Where'd he go?
Well, we just want to make sure you were okay.
I thought you were
care,
sleeping off a Labor Day party.
Yeah, I did go a little hard for not this weekend, but last weekend.
Birthday. That birthday.
Yeah, and then I worked a little too hard, and then I wound up in the hospital for a couple days.
Oh.
Well, feel better, Todd. Get back to normal.
He has no normal. What are you talking about?
Oh, wait. He's not normal? I forgot.
Right. It's all perspective. Everybody's got their own normal.
We're all kind of weird. It's all right.
Yeah, I gotta take the week off.
I don't think I like normal
You didn't
people
have the
anyway,
COVID.
so there you
You
go.
didn't have the virus, did you?
No, I just gotta take a week
I have
off.
to go get COVID tested tomorrow. God, I don't want to get my brain scraped. My fiance is pretty sick, and they're like, "While we're doing him, we're going to test you too." I'm like, crap.
I mean, because you might have to get a hotel room with an indoor pool for a week to get away from them.
Damn.
Are you going? They're gonna go through your nose.
Yes, I asked what kind of test they do. I'm like, "Are you going to scrape my brain?" They're like, "Yep."
Is there another way to do it now? Because someone asked me about a blood test. I've not heard a word about there's
blood test is only for antibodies. I've heard there's tests where they don't have to go as far in your nose, and there's some oral swabs now too.
They went up to where my brain was supposed to be when they scrubbed mine.
Yeah, I'm getting ready. Oh, and I just want to bring up something now that Donut Conspiracy's here and ask for making fun of Unirock. The first 5 minutes of one of his Periscopes, he got chased by a dog. I'm not kidding. It was a chihuahua.
Oh, there was another part of it where he's like, "What is it? What is it? All these dogs are out. What's going on here?"
Can we show that, Joey?
I didn't hear that part.
What's that?
Can we play that one, please? The one where the chihuahua chased him? Because
I put it in the group chat. Because I was laughing my ass off.
He's saying you could have kicked it like a football too.
Dogs are the best judge of character, and if they're chasing him, it says something.
So, Todd,
right, they sense evil.
Todd, have you seen what Katie Joy has been up to today?
No, but
Let me fill you in. You know, I don't know. You've been in the hospital apparently.
What was Joey saying? What?
I was saying that I was looking. Dottie said that she had put the link in there, but I don't see the link that she sent.
Yeah, no.
In the group DM?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that earlier today, and I watched it.
How far up is it? You know what I mean? It's
just. Can you read?
Can I? Yeah. Because there's a lot of messages.
Okay, so Todd.
You know what I mean, I'm scrolling.
Last week, Katie Joy said that this little 9-year-old girl was being a brat and possibly lying about her mom's boyfriend SAing her in front of the mother watching. And Katie said
What?
she's maybe being a brat. My kid acts like that when he doesn't get his way. So she got doxxed by this group of scary people that are threatening her. We're not talking about that. And everyone hates her the last week. So today she did 2 videos about her date or acquaintance rape. And she doxed the dude who is from a very affluent family in Minnesota. She said his first, middle, and last name, his birthday, and named like 6 businesses. Him, his grandparents, his brother, and his aunt and uncle's own.
Aunt and uncle.
Jesus Christ! She said that she got like felt up twice and kissed or something.
No, well,
like
now
in a
she
tweet.
got date
Like,
raped too. So
what?
Joey.
Someone in
Wow.
this
I think
chat,
it's the one with Kyle and Katie Joy.
Katie
right?
and I, DM Kazak's
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
someone in this
I
chat,
just found it because I remembered the name of it.
someone in this chat has actually already gotten that dude's name, phone number, and address from just what she posted today on her live stream. And she said, I'm going to donate a portion of this to this rape counseling company or whatever.
You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like a lawsuit. That's what that sounds like.
Exactly.
To me too, the doxing. That's the problem.
That sounds like a
this family is loaded. This rape, This rape happened 13 years ago and is past statute of limitations on criminal and civil.
He was never arrested or charged or anything.
So that's libel and defamatory statements that she just made on a public platform.
And
she's gonna.
And she named his family, not immediate, not his wife, not his parents, his brother and aunt and uncle and grandparents, businesses.
Yeah, wait till he finds out, because he's gonna get hate calls and stuff.
He already
it's
knows.
gonna. Yeah,
I guarantee you. He knows.
They've already been calling the businesses, I'm sure, and leaving voicemails.
Yep, that's going to be a whole new YouTube drama lawsuit for her to drag out for the next 3 months.
She said she doesn't care about a lawsuit. Also, she said she named all these restaurants. Well, someone that I know that's very thorough and never lies, never says anything without proof, said that these restaurants that she named, I don't know how many of the 3 that she named, but these restaurants are already struggling because of the beer virus. So she just dragged their name and they have zero to do with him. It's like his aunt and uncle that own it.
Wow. Yeah, she's a great person.
Yeah. Piece of shit.
Like, I thought she said in a tweet that I saw a tweet from her that said she had only been essayed twice. Well, once while she was sleeping and once some other time, and they only kissed and fondled her, and that was it. That's the only thing that ever happened to her? Like, she's changed that now?
I don't know. The other day after she said the little 9-year-old was possibly lying, she said something to the effect that happened to her. So it made me think she was trying to go with that narrative that it happened to her as a child, too.
No, she said she was never R-worded. She said she was only S-A'd by kissing and fondling.
Now she was R-worded.
Oh, okay. So it went from kissing and fondling to R-worded. Okay.
She said the R-worded months ago. I heard it, and she said this dude's name. She didn't say his first, middle, and last name. She just said the middle name he goes by and his last name. I heard it months ago, but it's not a common name, so I thought she surely made up the name. No way.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of. It was in a tweet. No, it wasn't in a tweet. It was in a show. No, it wasn't in a show. It was in a pre-show. No, it wasn't in a pre-show. It was in a private phone call. It wasn't in a phone call. It was in a chat.
This story today kind of lines up with the one she told months ago. So it's like she's maybe not lying about this happening. It may have very well happened to her. I'm not going to say she's lying about it. The issue is...
Well, either she's lying now or she was lying then when she said she wasn't.
I've never heard her say she wasn't.
She said she... Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Let me finish with this. The issue in this chat right now is that, let's say this did happen to her, because I will never say someone's lying, because if they lie about that, they need to burn for it. But if it happened to her, she doxed his grandparents and his aunt and uncle's businesses, hometown. She named 6 businesses they own because they're a very affluent family.
Yeah, she should have done that to the cops. like 13 years ago or 10 or within the statute. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is the point after 13 years of dragging this out on the internet? Like, what is the point?
They didn't believe her then, so maybe now, since I have this big platform and, you know, the officer, I don't want to say arresting officer because clearly no one got arrested, but, you know, the officer at the time, he's not there, but maybe since his partner is my neighbor, maybe now they'll take me serious. And she did say she wants to know how it feels to be believed. So, it's,
you just don't.
If you've been there, then
everyone that knows someone that did you wrong.
That's right. I totally agree.
All kinds of effed up. Like, she already said his family was wealthy and affluent and very big in that town, and that he was the black sheep, and his parents always covered up all of his wrongdoings. That's fine. There's always a black sheep in the family. I may be the one in mine, but I never had they won't cover up violent crimes and shit. They were covering up, I skipped school and wrote fake letters excusing myself. That's the worst thing I did. But what a piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, Jennifer N is saying that defamation is spoken and libel is written, and I understand that, but seeing as how she puts it out on Twitter and she puts it out on that's what I'm saying. She did both.
And then she tweeted that she don't care about a lawsuit, and she tweeted this dude. So she's done both to this family in the last 5 hours.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Jennifer's saying it's similar, but.
Can I just read something that was on one of her videos? Someone had commented on one of her videos that I found him on Facebook and he has a daughter. I wonder how he would feel someone that did this to her. Karma is a blank.
Wow.
And Without a Crystal Ball responded, and this is the response I want you to pay attention to. Gross. That makes me so sick. He's an absolute garbage of a human. He doesn't deserve to be a father. I feel bad for his daughter.
I want to read something. Feeling kind of breezy said she claimed this is why she had to expose the family 13 years later, because they covered for him by being wealthy. Maybe his parents and brothers. I guarantee you, his aunts and uncles and grandparents who are probably dead and buried, I guarantee you they haven't covered shat, because she went to the police station. If her story's true, she told their story. They questioned him. He didn't tell his aunts and uncles and parents. His parents may not even know this.
He didn't tell anybody.
His parents probably don't even know this shit happened.
Maybe one of his best friends, but that's probably as far as it went.
And we don't know what really happened. It's him and her that know the truth.
Exactly.
So they both have different stories. Maybe there's three sides: his side, her side, and the truth. I don't know.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know about all that had happened this week, but I just woke up to Nate's stream about what had happened with Kyle's ex and stuff. So that's what I was like catching up on today. I know Joey knows about it. Joey, we can talk later. I don't know if Little Red knows, but me and Joey can talk later about it.
So I don't know if everyone heard what the guy's story was to the cop. Did you guys hear all that? And do you want me to speak on it or no?
I didn't hear it. Well,
yeah, sure.
Speak on it,
yeah.
So we all know her side, right? So she explained that the guy had said to the cops that she invited him into her house. She started kissing him. She took him upstairs and told him she had no problems with casual relationships. Remember, she was kind of blackout drunk. She kicked the dog off the bed, kicked off all the covers, and she put his thing into her. He said KJ wanted to do it more, but she was dry. He left to go get lube and protection. She said she never had issues with dryness, and the guy came back to her house and said they did it 2 more times.
Which I will say, from months ago, she told that same story about he left and went and bought it. Like, this part of her story has not changed. I don't remember exactly how, but I remember maybe that's what she told the police, or that's what he told the police. But I do remember
that's what he told the police.
I do remember that part from months ago when she only said his last name and middle name. I do remember her saying like that he said he went and bought lube.
Right. The cop had stated he had receipts for going to get lube and stopping at McDonald's. The cop said the guy is from a good family and he can't imagine him doing it. The guy told the cop that she was mad because he didn't leave a number and he told her he had a girlfriend.
Can I tell a little story that's not really related to this, but kind of?
Be very, very careful.
Yeah, no, it happened to me. Like, this happened to me. Like, it's my story.
Can I read one more thing? She has a new tweet up. Katie says, y'all spent all that energy spreading the bullshit propaganda about me, but then can't support a victim of a crime. So I guess with your logic, you all are apologists. That's now your identity.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, well, wow.
Oh my God.
Well, side note, here's my story. Back in high school, I dated a girl for like 3.5 years. We were together. And I lost my virginity to her and vice versa. And we were like high school sweethearts and stuff. And she had a twin sister. And, her twin sister always liked me, but I was like, no, like that's not, I don't do that. Yeah. So then after we broke up, year and a half down the road, I wind up hooking up with the twin sister. Like, I don't know if I was just sad or what, you know what I mean? Like it was a bad idea. And then we wound up, like, it happened once, like Friday, and then again on Saturday, and then Sunday I left. Nothing was said about it for like 6-8 months. Then for some odd reason, she decides to tell her sister. And when she tells her sister, whatever happened between them two, it turned into I R-worded her.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, I've been accused of it, and it didn't happen. But because she couldn't live with the fact that she did that to her sister's first boyfriend, you know what I mean? Like the girl that, like, who she lost her virginity to and vice versa, you know what I mean? Like the love of her life kind of thing, like out the gate. Like she just, I don't know, she broke down and lied and said that it wasn't consensual when it was 100%. So.
Did she call the police, no drugs, or she just told her family?
No, she just told her family. She just told her. Yeah, there was no cops. There was no nothing. Like, there was no alcohol. There were no drugs. Like, I was 17. Or yeah.
Just so you guys know, someone in Just Brit says that Dottie is echoing bad. Just so you know.
From the pressure, just from the pressure of her twin sister knowing. You know what I mean? That it happened, that she lied and said that it wasn't consensual. So now her sister thinks that happened.
Well, you know what? Like, that's why I hate when, like, there's some girls that will just lie about that to keep from being called a whore. And I would never, ever, ever accuse anyone of lying about that stuff. But it's so effed up if someone ever would lie.
Yeah, the amount of pain that it caused me to even like think that someone would think that I'm in any remote way, like, because I don't ever even kiss a girl first. Like, that's my thing. Like, I make them kiss me because, like, I'm shy as fuck. Like, I'm the shyest person on the planet. So, like, to even insinuate that I would force myself on someone is beyond me. And I'm I'm literally a serial monogamist. Like, I go through long-term relationship after long-term relationship. I don't do flings. Like, that's not a thing. That was just a bad idea, and I learned from it. So it's just like, it's ridiculous. Like the emotional torment and pain and bullshit that has lasted for decades now from that has really scared me off of anything remotely like it.
I bet it did.
So, do you guys want to hear this, or
sure?
Can I read one more KJ tweet before we do? Take 1 second. She says, "Hey everyone."
spoken before we go into this shit show that is about to happen is, one, this is a purposeful shit show by Steve and Ruhiff. This is a purposeful shit show by Steve and Ruhiff. And the theatrics on Twitter today, 100%, I called it earlier. This is a theatrical fucking performance. It is a shit show.
How many times are you going to say
They do this to the community. They do people so that they can fucking get their win in court. They stack decks, their gamesmanship.
Yeah, this is his new kind of little LARP that, you see, the only reason I was calling this ahead of time, that, Steve stole it. Now, he's changed it a little bit. It's like, it's all tactics. Look at this. I thought he was going to go with, Kyle was in a bad place, and Steve took advantage of that. But now it's morphed into they're doing illegal tactics and bribing ex-boyfriends, and it's just crazy.
All right, just so people know, I guess the stream was interrupted for a second, right?
I was toting my laptop and I hit the power button and it took me out of me and turned my laptop off. Are we back?
Okay, just so everyone knows, we're playing part of Unirock's Periscope. He's going to get chased by a dog, and it's hilarious. That's what we're doing right now. We all need a laugh.
Plain and simple. You can hold whatever opinion you want. This is my opinion. If you're here for my opinion. And if you're not, you don't have to listen.
We're here to make fun of you, dog.
Also, I'm sharing my fucking pay link because I'm doing an emergency stream on YouTube. And if you want it, then maybe you should think about supporting me for this insane YouTube journalism. PayPal.me/Unirock.
He is not a journalist.
I didn't have to sit here and work on this all day for you guys, but I did anyway. So if you want to support me, you know how. Now, here's what's up. All day, I have been telling you guys that about these tweets that appeared. Then we went and did all of the fact checking we could and found that on the Wayback Machine, the same account had archived tweets where in February he tried to do the same thing. So we went to Instagram and we're trying to get a hold of Potts, is what I'm going to call him. And on Insta, his account was gone. His main account was gone, but he was using another account. Luckily, I had somebody who was able to message him on the other account. Now, he wouldn't talk to the individual who was messaging him from my camp, okay? Though then, I ended up getting a hold of Katie, and Katie had been talking with him. So Katie was DMing him. I'm giving her credit for DMing him, okay? So that you know who was doing it, you know where the info comes from. Katie was DMing him, and she came to talk to me. And I'm going to give you my breakdown of what I think is going on and why I feel the way I do. I don't know when Potts himself is going to come out, but of course, Ruhiff has announced now that they're going to be adding to the filing the
how you know, Todd?
This entire thing.
Joey
they're
knows
going to be
too.
adding it to the damn filing.
You going to share the wealth?
Whoa!
Here comes a dog.
What are you doing, dude? What are you doing, puppy? You're not supposed to be on the street. You're going to get run over, dude. What? This is my road, too. Go. Get out of here, Chihuahua. You're not biting my foot. I'll kick you. You'll be like a football. You'll be like a football, bro. I swear to God, bro, you about to turn into a football, motherfucker. That's right. That's right. I like Chihuahuas. Why are you doing this? We can have a good relationship. Okay, sorry. He was trying to bite my toe. Oh my God, your freaking little dog mouth is so small, you wouldn't even be able to bite my toe, bro. Whoa! Get out of here!
That dog had one job.
Time
out. He did it.
Get out of here!
Can we pause?
I know ninjutsu,
Did you hear him yelp? He's like, whoa!
Can we pause?
Gotta go to page. Yep, give me a second.
You should see this little...
That's the funniest shit ever. Sorry.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got my new.
Yeah.
I've got my new.
Your freaking little dog mouth is so small. You wouldn't.
Hold on, I know.
I like
Stop
Jesus
yelling.
Fuck. I'm not yelling. I've got my new headset on with my mic.
Yeah, I was yelling.
So can y'all? I'm not yelling. It's just
Hey.
I got a mic in my mouth.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Does it sound
It
better
sounds
than
good.
the last one?
Yes, it sounds good.
And
A
I've got.
little like you need to change a few
Echoey?
settings, but
So is this better?
it sounds better. The
Yeah,
sound
it's better.
quality is better, but the settings maybe need to be changed a smidge. But yeah,
I don't know what that means.
it's definitely
It sounds
clearer.
fine. Yeah, it sounds fine.
Okay.
And on a side note about sharing the wealth of information, that'll happen on Wednesday and Friday.
Okay.
Or
All right,
Wednesday and
good.
Saturday. Wednesday and
You
Saturday.
guys just got the exclusive ahead of time.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
That's what we do.
That dog had one job. Everyone's laughing. Get uni. Good doggo. Go dog go. It's hilarious him barking at the dog. If the dog was really there, it would be loud. A dog is further behind a fence. Jennifer said we need a Patreon for the Chihuahua. And Hamzy said, I have a Chihuahua, and I just told him his kind just did good. Can we listen to that part again where he's getting chased by the dog? 'Cause I just laughed my ass
I
off.
missed it.
It's one
like
yappy
chihuahuas.
chihuahua
Why are you
after
doing
another
this?
yappy
We can have a
chihuahua.
good relationship. Okay, sorry. He was trying to bite my toe. Oh my god, your freaking little dog mouth is so small you wouldn't even be able to bite my toe, bro. Whoa! Get out of here, crazy! I want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you, but I will. Get out of here.
He's biting him right now.
Too, motherfucker.
Like he's biting him. He's biting his foot or his leg or something.
You should see this little dog. He's so cute. He's trying his best
really
to act
scared
all
to
mean.
death.
He gets all scared.
Did you hear him yelp? He's like, whoa!
When I dashed at him, he got all scared. And, oh, I feel bad now.
Who got
I didn't
scared?
hurt him. I didn't touch him.
Who got scared? Unirock
Yeah,
got scared.
are you coming back for
yeah.
more? Oh, I got a lot. I'll give you a lot, my dude. Oh, I can
He's
dish
coming
it
back
out.
for more.
That's right.
Rachel said they know
Why
a
don't you go
piece
ask
of.
those ghost roosters about me, motherfucker.
You see that he mentioned the ghost roosters?
God damn. Rachel said they know a piece of S when they see it.
Right, dog sense evil. Oh, that's hilarious. Didn't Joey, you said it's further in the video he gets chased by another dog or something?
Isn't it? He goes, oh, it's on a chain. You know what I mean? But there's like another dog that gets him in a little bit.
That was too funny. When I heard that, I was like, we have to listen to this.
Okay, now I'm back. I'm a little fucking asshole. All right, where was I? I have no clue where I'm at now.
He feels the same way. He feels
it was
the
just
same
a chihuahua. He was trying to be vicious, but it wasn't working. Okay, anyway.
How we feel about you?
Excitement on our Periscope.
Hey, can you give me the timestamp on that video, Joey?
Now going to file.
It was about
and include the claims of this individual.
4.5 minutes. Thanks.
Todd, comment nut said, "Tell you what's up."
Oh, what's good, dude? I don't have the chat up. Well, what's going on? I heard he got demonetized or something. Like, did he get demonetized or some shit?
Who
got demonetized?
Talking about comics, but I didn't hear that.
No,
I heard something like one of his videos or something. I don't know.
No, that did not happen.
Okay.
I can never tell because I have ad block on. I never see ads, so I don't know who actually has them and who doesn't.
Jennifer, and that what we're listening to is his Periscope. You can find it on his Twitter page if you want to download it so you can have a laugh track. Because every time I watch it, I laugh my ass off. So
in case the audience doesn't know anything, Kyle's ex-boyfriend has gotten in touch with Steve apparently and said that Kyle lied about everything. Eunice has said this on his own chat. So,
yeah, I know.
So he said that Kyle wasn't living with him, that he never signed the documents that have been presented to the court, signed by him, are not signed by him. They're forged by somebody. And that, like I said, that Kyle did get the papers and was not living with him at the time. He was still actually living with his mother.
So Kyle lied again and again and again and forged documents to the court and lied some more? No. Stop. Yeah. And Uni's lying more about it? And Be Jason, still my heart. Yeah.
Jason was like, I saw him on his stream last night. He's like, oh, so like, and he's talking about February when the service was like in August. So what does it matter what this guy, because he, Uni found in the Wayback Machine something where this guy, his ex-boyfriend, boyfriend, I don't know what their status is at this point, says that Kyle is squatting in his house. That can mean as short as 3 days. He makes it sound like that means he's been living there for like a year. No, like what that means is if someone was there and they weren't, that could be as little as a few days where you're like, you got to go, and they're not leaving. That's squatting in the house. There's no implied that this is months that it's going on.
Yeah, and you know why he was calling it squatting? Because there was no lease ever. Yeah. Ever. He just let him stay there to help pay rent, and he didn't pay rent. So he told him to leave, and he didn't leave. So he was squatting.
They were shacking up.
Sure. Yeah, they were hooking up. That's not like this is like an unusual thing to happen with any kind of either guys, two guys,
but he didn't
or a guy
live
and a
there.
girl or whatever.
Yeah, that was not his place of residence. Nope.
Yeah. Not his place of abode.
Nope. That takes 90 days in North Carolina.
Alrighty, let's listen.
New York, it's 30.
Yep, it's 90 here.
Let's listen.
Okay, hold on, let me go.
Individual. He's been.
The other thing I want to say is that he's also saying that Ruhif has given him like thousands, like I think he said $55,000.
He said, he started at 40, then went to 50, and then I think he ended
how
somewhere
he comes
near,
up with this number is, Jesus
pulls it out of his ass like everything else.
Actually, I just want to hear this one part for 1 second again.
Two motherfucker. You should see this little dog. He's so cute. He's trying his best to act all mean.
He's so
he gets
scared.
All scared when I dashed at him. He got all scared. And, I feel bad now.
Quiverful.
I didn't hurt him. I didn't touch him. What are you doing?
Here comes
are you
again.
coming back for more? Oh, I got a lot. I'll give you a lot, my dude. Oh, I can dish it out. That's right. Why don't you go ask those ghost roosters about me, motherfucker?
Ghost roosters?
Took me up the street.
I told you. You didn't hear that.
He was trying to bite my toe. Oh my God, your freaking little dog mouth is so small you wouldn't even be able to bite my toe, bro. Whoa!
He says, "Watch me, bitch. Watch me."
I will.
Said, "I don't want the toe. I want the whole damn foot, bitch. Give me the whole foot."
Motherfucker.
Oh, this is way too funny.
Is now going
I could laugh at this for hours.
And include the claims of this individual. Well, guess what?
For that
individual.
Oh,
he's been DMing with people.
Oh.
And I'm going to tell you what he's telling people. And I don't know if the judge is going to listen to him. So after this comes out,
listen.
I think Ruru is going to be mad. I think Ruhif's going to be a little bit mad when his star witness turns out to be a meth head, because he's already admitted to doing meth a lot
Kyle
lately.
Is definitely
Isn't Kyle a cokehead? I thought that
coke
was
and meth.
So I don't know how trustable this witness is going to be.
When you live in North Carolina, it
he has also admitted in deleted
when you
tweets
live in North Carolina,
that
when you live in North Carolina and you start as a cokehead and you lose a lot of income. From what I hear, it gravitates towards the meth because it
lasts a lot longer and it's
a lot cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks for letting me talk.
Yeah. Someone said, "What the fuck is a ghost rooster?" If you listen to on other streams, apparently there's roosters that hang out in the woods on one of the routes he walks, and they
oh my God!
Throw at him from the woods, and he's scared of them too. So he calls them ghost roosters.
It's an owl.
I don't know if they ever come out and attack him, But I've heard him mention ghost roosters before.
It's actually
I'm like,
probably,
he's such a pussy.
It's probably an owl.
Remember, he said they come out of trees. It's like they jump out of trees.
Yeah, they say they jump out of trees at him. So they're ghost roosters.
Well, me and Nova said Kyle is a cokehead, probably. Well, allegedly, and considering his, convicted felon charge of possession of cocaine. But, nobody's saying that. For sure, it's just allegedly.
The only thing I don't understand is why he's like, well, this makes him a completely uncredible witness. The government uses drug dealers, drug addicts, all the time to turn the flip on other,
on 100%.
Drug, so
they even give them the drugs.
It all goes by the credibility. It goes by when the person is testifying in front of either the judge or jury, how credible he sounds, and that's what it comes down to. It's not that he's on drugs, so everything he says is moot because he's on drugs.
They were on drugs together in the relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome to how it works.
Let's listen.
Yep. All right, I got breaking news. Breaking news.
You sound like Unirock doing that.
I know. I was doing that. I got that little, telegraph phone. Breaking time. Breaking news.
Yeah.
So, if anyone knows who Jamie Schechter is, she's one of our hatters. She says to KJ, you don't have to publicly tweet Nick to let him know you're slandering and defaming him, sweetie. I already let him know back in June what lies you're spreading about him. I'll be speaking with him tomorrow, so hold your tweets. The truth will soon come out. And she shared
the Teen Mom guy or whatever.
Yes, let me send you this. No, this is the guy who
got the copyright strike on her, right?
Essayed. Nope. Essayed.
Oh.
Let her
the guy who essayed KJ. Apparently, back in June, remember you told us, Little Red, that 2 months ago you already heard about this? Jamie had messaged the guy months ago about it. So would you like me to share this tweet with you and we can look at ad on the screen?
Please.
Make it easier. Here. I'm going to send this straight to you, Joey, okay?
Okay.
A link to the tweets. And where
I love how she says boys plural.
Who said boys?
There's two of you here that won't let me talk. There's two.
Oh.
Plural.
I'm sorry that we were playing the clip on Uni about Kyle and that Joey and I know everything about it and we were speaking on it. I apologize for that.
Thank you.
I know. I'm like, now inquiring minds want to know. Now I got to wait till Wednesday. And what'd you say, Saturday?
Wednesday and Saturday.
That's my day off, Wednesday. I hate these headphones.
So why are there 2 days? Do we get to know part of it on Wednesday?
Well, there's gonna be some things that happen on Wednesday, and of course Friday is the court date. So Saturday we'll talk more, but Wednesday there will be some things also.
Will I get used to this noise?
Friday night.
Will I get used to not being able to hear myself speak with these headphones on?
Yes.
Because I hate them.
Well, you should be. You should be able to hear yourself speak.
I can hear, but it's muffled because I got headphones on.
Okay.
You shouldn't be able to hear yourself speak. I don't hear myself speak.
Well, I don't hear it like, I just hear
we could
it,
all only be so lucky, Todd. I'm just kidding. I love you, Mayday.
Can everybody take a moment? There's 91 in the chat. Can we hit a like or dislike button, please?
Please.
And we love you all for being here in the middle of the night. Holy moly.
Hell yeah. What are we listening to?
Comic, where'd you go? Y'all are sleeping on my new upload. No, I'm not. I watch. And then sometimes I'll leave you a comment. And sometimes you give me my heart back.
Did he just say we were sleeping on his upload because we're in a live stream right now?
No, he didn't say anything about it.
No, remember you asked him the other day to premiere it here.
But we're live streaming. Well, I'll watch it. Drop it in the comments. We'll watch it. But don't leave my live stream.
He did like the video.
Okay, let's listen. Oh, whoa, let's read, Dottie, actually.
Well, let's read. Let's read. Okay, so I read the top part to you already. Here is what Jamie wrote to Mr. Cole. Well, now that everyone sees his name. Hello, Mr. Cole Kozlak. Cole, whatever how you say it. You don't know me, but I know of you through a couple of articles written about you. I wasn't sure if you were aware of these specific articles, so I decided to message you and bring them to your attention. These articles were written by Catherine Katie Mansky Paulson. In these articles,
and
she publicly accuses you of raping her. She discloses your name, your funeral home business, and your many restaurants. In her article, she states that you were never charged or prosecuted because of your stature, wealth, and your grandfather's standing in the community. Now, I could be wrong, but I think it's illegal to publicly accuse someone of a crime when the police didn't see a need to press charges. She is doing this on public forums on the internet. It may fall under slander or defamation. I strongly urge you to read the 2 attached articles and take swift legal action against Mrs. Paulson. She is accusing you of drugging her and raping her 4 times while being a married man with children. I would like you to know this woman is vile. She now has a YouTube, I'm assuming it says channel,
called
Without a Crystal Ball. It's a channel solely dedicated to harassing other YouTube creators and reality show stars. She makes a living by defaming and slandering other people. She doesn't stop there. She publicly bullies, harasses, and stalks these people on their social media accounts as well. She's been served several cease and desists and is currently embroiled in a lawsuit against a fellow YouTuber.
That's it. There's no more.
Oh, wait. If you go down to the next comment, there's more.
Okay, hold on.
If you scroll down the tweet. So she wrote all about this in her Pathos stuff, I'm assuming.
So then it's both. And did she talk about it on YouTube too?
And she must have talked about it on YouTube, which brought to light in June. Maybe this was written a few years back.
So this is it's both slander and libel then, if she did it on both.
Right.
Because libel is written, right, and slander is spoken.
Defamation. Slander is slander can be defamation or libel. Defamation can be slander, libel, vice versa.
Okay, so she's currently embroiled in a lawsuit against a fellow YouTube creator that she is falsely accused of sexually harassing her. This seems to be a pattern for her. I'd encourage you to take legal action to stop her from publicly slandering your family name and accusing you of a crime you were never charged with. She has done this on numerous social media platforms with your name and business attached.
Yeah, I think it's if you slander me, defamation would be by spoken and libel would be by written.
Right.
Both forms the same. And there's 5 things you have to prove.
Hey,
gotcha.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you fine.
I'm not.
Yeah, we hear you fine. I don't know why the chat is saying.
I'm not talking to you. The chat didn't hear me talk a while ago. They said I didn't talk.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
So
Tina was saying she can't hear you.
Okay, so I want 2 seconds to ask the chat if they can hear me now, or am I still quiet? Because this is not my setup. This is still just my laptop. I was just trying my headphones. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Or 1 for yes, 2 for no. If it's quiet, tell me. This isn't my usual setup. I'm not going to be on this laptop. Is it loud enough, Organized Chaos? Is it too loud?
They say they hear you better now, Red.
Does it sound better than like at the beginning?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, they say they hear you better and they can hear you.
Okay, I'm glad y'all can hear me because I can't hear me because these dang headphones.
I'll get used to them. Hey,
You
Dang
sound
it.
Ansley.
better to me too.
What?
You sound better now than before when we were all just talking over you because we couldn't hear you. You sound better now.
Okay, well, these are my new headphones, so maybe they'll work for me. Maybe I'll get used to the muffled sound in my ear from having headphones on.
That's what it is. You hear the
Yeah.
muffle. Okay, so I'll attach the 2 articles she wrote. I'm simply just trying to make you aware of what is being publicly spread about you. I mean you no ill will. Good luck with all this. I hope you follow through with legal action, as no one deserves to be talked about like this without having the chance to defend himself. I believe what she is doing is wrong and illegal.
Illegal, I don't know about, well, civilly.
Right. Feel free to message me back if you need additional information and I can help in any way. Sincerely, Jamie. And she attached the articles that Miss Thing did.
Where did she post
Okay,
this?
real quick.
This is on
Patheos.
Twitter,
Okay.
but the articles are on Patheos.
And your looks
So
like
she
her
must
Facebook too.
Can I help
Right.
Little Red real quick? You want to
Absolutely.
put the microphone at the bottom corner of your lip, just under your bottom lip, either corner, if it's on the right side or the left side. You want it as close to your lip as possible without touching it, but not above your lip to where you can catch your breath or popping sounds, but just in the corner, just below your lip.
That's where it's at right now. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, mine is actually above my nose because my big fat nose will be breathing
Yes,
into it. Everybody's
we
like, "I can hear you
we
breathing."
we can hear you breathing sometimes, and it whistles. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. That was a joke.
Well, if you move it further to the corner of your mouth, I don't know how big of nostrils you have or which direction they point, but for shit's sake, if they point to both sides of your mouth, you got problems.
You need
Well, I
some
don't know
lip.
if
You
it's
need some lip
eventual.
injections. Is that what you're saying?
How many times has your nose been broken?
Who, mine? Never.
No, his.
Oh, I was going to
Nope.
say,
I'm assuming.
and it's a damn ass
They have
miracle.
So someone-
deviated septum,
It's a
but-
miracle to have never had broken nose.
Someone in the chat asked if the guy ever messaged Jamie back, and within that thread she said, no, I don't think he actually uses his Facebook. My message hasn't been read yet. Tomorrow I'm calling every business she listed until I reach him. I've had the number since June. I've just procrastinated, but now I'm pissed. This one's for Sophie. Hashtag rape is not tea.
Trauma's
So this
not
is what
tea.
she put the guy on blast right here.
Rape is not Tia, and Tina still can't hear you.
Hey Tina, you can't hear
You
me
see
now?
it?
I have not adjusted any sound settings here. I just put these headphones on. I'm about to take them off and put my old earbuds on because I'm not used to these headphones yet. But can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I can hear you. Now, this is the tweet we were talking about earlier that
Okay.
really got us going, the doxing. Do you want me to go ahead and read this?
Of course, why not?
Or you can read the organized chaos.
Who cares if we can hear
chat.
Robin? Let me get my hair. Hold on, let me get
We care.
Go ahead, Robin. Why don't you
Listen, wench.
Red, why don't you read it then?
What? No, I'm good. You go ahead.
Why don't you read?
Nope, I'm good.
Well, I'll go ahead and read what Organized Chaos said, unless you want to.
Nope. I'm putting my headphones back in the box because I couldn't hear myself talk.
Okay. It's
Go
illegal
ahead.
to attach the title of rapist without a conviction. There are ways she can say it without being illegal. She's supposed to include that he has not been convicted.
Or allegedly.
Or allegedly.
Right.
Okay, so go ahead.
And Organized Chaos also said, here's the thing, it's not that we don't believe victims. In the same way we didn't believe Amber Heard, we don't believe KJ. That's from the Organized Chaos.
Oh,
So, I mean...
These
what a
headphones
day.
John Nickel, yeah.
These
Nicholas.
headphones came with a USB cord with a remote control that had a plus and minus, and it'll be better on my computer than a laptop. I'm just saying.
So here's Jay, John Nicholas Kozlak. Everyone on the internet is going to know you are a rapist. Nick Kozlak, owner of a limo company, nephew and grandson to the owners of at Kozlak's Royal Oak, at Jack's Cafe, at Kozlak MN, have a rapist in their family, and he got away with it because of their money. #MeToo. She also wrote, everyone on the internet knows now. Nick Kozlak, you are a rapist. Your family's money has protected your ass one too many times. I'm not letting you win anymore.
Oh my God,
#MeToo.
she's going to jail probably.
Wow.
Yeah.
This isn't even a civil matter.
You don't go to jail for
She
this.
is committing
still.
a crime by doing. No, this is a crime. Like, in my opinion, it ought to be a crime.
Double man.
No,
the man was
it's not
never
in your
charged
opinion.
or
Yeah.
arrested. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, that's not just in your opinion. That's in the eyes of every prosecutor in the country.
Yeah, but what would the crime be? I mean, I understand that it's a civil offense, but what's the crime?
You don't.
I mean, they can prove
Oh my God.
that it's a lie. They can prove that it's
Right.
damaging his reputation, that it's hurting his businesses, and that it's going to
all
cost him
money.
money. That's the five
That's-
things. That's the five
It's gonna
things
be
you
a
have to
civil
prove.
Yeah,
thing.
but that's why
You have to
that-
prove
okay.
those five things.
Yeah, but that's not
And
a
her calling
crime.
out the
You're talking about
businesses.
yeah. Right, but that's
Yeah,
not
it
a
is.
crime. That's
Break
civil.
It's
Well,
still a
crime is
law.
when-
If you're breaking a law, it's a law. Whether it's a civil law or criminal law, it's still a law.
Right, well, that's right, but a crime
That's why
is
they
when
call
the
it
police-
civil law.
Yeah, that's why the police arrest you for a crime. You don't get sued for doing this kind of stuff.
What do you call breaking the law? Whether it's criminal law or civil law, if you break the law, is that still not a crime? There you go. Thank you. Jesus, I have to teach in jailhouse law. It's real
Boy,
simple.
Todd, you sure know a lot about it.
I do. Trust me, I do.
So I have a question
I kind of
for.
agree with Todd 100% on this. Like, what she's doing right now is criminal. Like, this is some F shit. Like, this is fucked up.
Tony Madison says, but now you are now doxing them too. We're reading her tweets.
How are we doxing them?
How are we doxing them?
Stop trying to silence us
did
for
we
shit's
did we
sake.
post that tweet without redacting? Because we shouldn't have.
I have no idea.
I mean, if she put their whole name on a tweet, we probably should have redacted it, but it's still on her damn tweet.
I'm going to use KJ's excuse. It's all over the internet. It's all over Twitter.
Well, that's exactly why they said I doxed her, and it's everywhere. And I just shared something that I saw everywhere.
And I did the same thing, and I caught no flack for it. You caught all hell for it.
No, I'm a devil bitch.
I literally tweeted the same exact thing you did, and they said nothing. Because I'm a man and you're a woman. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
Okay, Todd, you see it right there?
What, where?
Slander is not a crime, but a civil wrong that is subject to being held responsible in a civil lawsuit.
Oh my God. Just agree with Joey. Please just agree with Joey so he's right. So we ain't gonna
It's
argue
still
about
a
this
crime.
anymore.
It's just a civil crime.
It says it's a civil wrong. It's illegal.
Oh my
Oh.
God. Please.
Tomato.
God.
She's still going to lose money.
Can we change the subject before I get irritated? Because I've been up for a lot of hours and Joey's like being right.
So I want to read a comment. Veronica 45 says it's all unbelievable, but the thing I think is worst above all, she doesn't care if he is a child and has no concern about what all her blabbing could do to the child from now on.
She don't give a damn. Exactly.
Even her house, like, I would be so concerned about.
Okay, Desiree's back, and she says, am I really hearing this? You all are upset about a woman who outed her rapist? I'm upset that she
No.
doxed people who had nothing to do with the rape.
Where's Desiree? Let me find that chat. No, we're upset that she outed the rapist's aunt, uncle, grandparents, and every business they ever owned. When it's 13
He doesn't own all those businesses.
Exactly.
How is that fair to the family? His family. Did his family rape her? No. Did the employees of the businesses rape her? No.
Desiree, this is Chastity talking, and I'm actually I don't really think I'm upset. I think I'm concerned. I'm concerned because she's a woman, and if someone did this horrible thing to her, I don't care if it was 13 years ago, yesterday, today, if it's tomorrow, and you put that information on social media, like if someone would do something like that to you, take something from you, why would you put their personal information out there? They can put her personal information out there. I'm a little concerned for her. Like, would you not be if somebody's that dumb enough to essay you? What makes you think they wouldn't like come after you and try to hurt you and harm you?
Exactly.
Or shut you up.
You might not have
if they're from
anything to lose.
Or shut you up. She said she didn't even think he was a part of the businesses. Then why mention the businesses?
And how can you call him a rapist if he's never been charged? Can we talk about that too? I mean, I understand there's allegations out there, but he hasn't been charged or convicted.
And she didn't go back and follow up. She waited 13 years to get 120 subs to go shout out his probably dead grandparents' businesses.
It's not okay to dox someone who had nothing to do with it. His family.
Exactly. She's trash. In my opinion.
Just Britt said this could ruin his family's reputation, and also, if they're wealthy, they have money and can just sue her.
I hope they do. That's what she needs. She says she ain't scared of it. Bring it on. She must be making a whole lot of YouTube bucks, y'all.
What's up, Bree?
I'm not saying she wasn't. We don't know.
No, I have not once said that I don't think that happened to her.
I hope, right. We don't know. We don't know the story.
I wish it didn't, but I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say it absolutely did happen to her. Though what she did to his family tonight is wrong, wrong, wrong. I don't give a damn if it happened in the public square in front of the courthouse and people saw it in public. She had no business going online and doxing his grandparents, his aunt and uncle, and his brother's businesses.
Right. Our problem's with not her story or with what she told us. Our problem is with the doxing after.
I'd have felt bad for her for what she went through. Had she not just did 2 whole ass lives trying to... What is she trying to do? She ain't hurting him. She's hurting his family that don't know shit about it. That kind of makes it look like take her credibility away. Which she doesn't have much to start with because she's a piece of shit. In my opinion, allegedly. I'm just saying, like, what a trash bag.
This has been a week. We're going on 2 weeks now of triggering. Oh, yes. Thank you, KJ, for giving a trigger warning. This has been almost 2 weeks of words that you cannot say on her channel. I'm all for her coming out and telling her story. She's allowed to do that.
Until tonight, and she goes on her channel cussing, raising hell, and saying the R word left and right.
Yeah, there's a way to do everything. And I don't think it's the correct way to do it. But again, that's on her.
I hear you. Here I am. I hear you. I got my eye on you. I hear you. Don't think I don't hear y'all. I'm reading. Tammy said, Lil Red, do you think she is trying to do what the dad did, stand up for Sophie? What do you mean? Is she trying to stand up for herself 13 years later? She could have done this 13 years ago and stood up for herself. She said, if I'm not mistaken, that her parents knew, her family knew. If she was scared to go forth, why didn't they all go forth? And I don't even care. Like, I know that victims handle shit different. I'm not questioning her victimhood. I'm questioning what she did to this man's family tonight or today. Tina, someone's already told me in DMs that's in this chat right now that that is a very, they're almost like someone would be perfect in the Facebook group. They will not say it if they don't know. They said that those restaurants, at least one of them, I'm not sure if all of them, are about to shut their doors because of this pandemic. And she goes and names them, which is only going to hurt them again. And they don't have nothing to do with the owner of if my nephew raped somebody, please don't ruin my life because of it, because I swear to you, he ain't going to tell me he raped somebody.
I mean, it really sounds almost like a cartel move, like going after the family and the family's friends and the dog and the neighbor and you know what I mean?
Well, that was fair. That's the whole point, because she wants them to stop. Maybe he's a spoiled little shit and she wants them to stop. Well, I'm sorry. That's not the safe way. Like,
so
forget
she
how
should have gone after him in private and not
smart.
after his family on a public platform with 120 subs.
Yeah, they didn't have shit to do with it. Yeah.
Can I read what Claire wrote, please?
Sure.
She said, "We are not victim shaming. We don't agree how she handled it. Victims don't get to break the law because the crime was committed against them."
Yeah, two wrongs don't make a right.
Exactly. And that's coming from a victim, okay? Not
And
clear.
Oh my God. Yeah. Organized Chaos just said she pledged a portion of the AdSense. Then she said the F word just before it was over, knowing it would get demonetized. What a piece of trash.
Well, you're allowed one F word per some hour block or something like that.
That video is demonetized. Or restricted, or whatever.
She said it was restricted, so she lost her AdSense.
Organized Chaos, you're a smart cookie.
Well, I gotta run because I gotta go to sleep because I'm passing out.
Yeah, I do too, because I gotta work.
Good night, Todd. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, no worries. Todd, I'm okay. I'll be back later.
I'm off Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay. I'll probably come by Wednesday then. It depends on how tomorrow goes. But will you have everything?
Everything
for me to set up?
Then, yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll help you set everything up then.
Hey, you don't have an extra computer desk, do you?
Yeah, actually I do.
I need one.
It's pretty big though.
I've got 2 extra bedrooms if I have to use them.
Okay. Yeah, you might need to. It's pretty big.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, we can get a smaller one at the surplus, but this one's. We'll talk about it.
All right.
It's like 8 feet by 4 feet. Like it's a big one.
That's big for my room, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah. We might get a smaller one. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Tony Matheson said, actually here in Sweden, it's illegal to falsely accuse someone for R. If you go out with it public without a case is done in the court, it were a highly case here between 2 journalists during Me Too. Maybe I'm sleepy. I can't read good.
Who are you reading?
Tony Madison. My eyes like.
Well, there are. This girl's on a tweeting rampage.
Who?
She was on a tweeting rampage. Like, rampage.
I love this.
Actually, here in Sweden, it's illegal to falsely accuse someone for R. If you go out with it public without the case is done in the court. Okay, I got you. Read. It were.
See, I couldn't mind.
Okay. Here between 2 journalists during Me Too were highly. Okay. It's illegal to falsely accuse. Yes, and it is here too. We got that much. I agree with that much that I could understand.
I think it's amazing that it's 2:18 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, and there's 87 people in this chat.
That's because you guys are the best.
I do have the best people ever. I love you all. But
tomorrow should be an interesting day, huh?
I'm gonna get up and
we'll see when she wakes up.
Oh,
when
I
she
can't
wakes up and
wait.
see what she did.
I can't wait. Oh wait, because she's probably drunk today. I cannot wait till tomorrow.
Maybe.
I will definitely. I'm off tomorrow. I got to work 11 p.m. to 11 or 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. I might try to go live on my lunch break if I can take an hour lunch break, but I probably won't tomorrow afternoon. But I'm off the next day, so we will definitely do another late night live tomorrow because I feel like there's going to be some tea.
I feel like it too.
That's just a hunch. I might be wrong.
If you all need a laugh after this heavy day, just remember Uni getting chased by a chihuahua. That was some funny shit.
Oh yeah, that.
What happened to Joey? Did he leave?
He dropped off. Maybe he got tired. Who knows?
Did I make him mad? I was mean to him.
No.
Well, I think Todd yelled at him a little bit too.
No, I yelled at him because he wouldn't let me talk. I love him though. I didn't know he left. I miss him. I loved him. He's like my brother. If I can't yell at my own damn brother, who am I yelling at? I can't yell at Dottie.
You can yell at me all you want, girl. I can take it.
No,
right.
I didn't mean to yell at him. I'm
a toughie. I'm a tough cookie.
I was trying to ask a question and he kept stopping me, and I was like, "Grr."
Let her finish.
He knows I love him. He's probably eating some oatmeal right now.
Alrighty, girl. You need to go get some sleep.
You damn right.
Well, you have to be tired.
I love y'all all.
I need to go get sleep before I get my brain scraped.
Thank you for all your support. I appreciate it.
Love everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
If you have anything
good night, everybody.
Hop in my DMs with any questions, concerns, or comments, or screenshots. And I have a Discord if you'd like the link. Hop in my DMs and ask me for the link, and I'll send it to you. Love you. And
bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Oh yeah, somebody hop in my DMs just so I can say somebody hopped in. No, I'm just kidding. All right, good night. I love y'all.
Good night.
Fracking funny right there.
No, I've never had a Twitter, so I feel like
she wants somebody to hop in her DMs.
And like I'm 18 or something. Tweet me, baby. No, I'm going to bed. I gotta get to 5.
Right.
Okay, now let me see if I